He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey.
I've just been very bi my whole life, and she tried to hide it for a long time. And everybody was like, "We know you're gay, bro. Like, stop."
Yeah, like quit fucking playing with them.
Like, we know you like guys too, because you fucking dudes. But like, also like,
we know
you like girls.
We
too.
know
like,
you're a homo.
fine.
We know you're a homosex. We know you're a homosex.
I was a little weird about it when I was younger because I was stupid, and then I was like, "Dude, you're just so what?"
Yeah, I never cared because my mom's bi. I've known that for like forever, and then mainly because she's like, "Oh, we're gonna go live with my friend," and like I'm a kid, and I'm like, "Yeah, I already knew. I was already old enough to know that like friends don't do that." And then I was old enough to be like, "Okay, whatever, I don't care." And then we started going to WNBA games all the time, and I was like, "Oh, I know what's going on here."
Mom, you're mad gay here.
I know what's going on here.
Yeah, I've always been viscerally opposed to that myself.
Well, homosexuality.
Hey man, I respect that.
Homosexuality. I don't. But
Dude,
like,
I just saw that on fucking who was it? I think it was that Nick. We're gonna talk about Nick Merckx. We're gonna talk about Nick Merckx.
I cannot wait.
I'm just saying. I saw people saying about that guy, like, because one of his biggest fans is like trans, or at least in the LGBTQ community, and they're like, "Hey, I've your biggest sub in tier 3 and all this shit," and they're like, "This sucks that you're such a fucking bigot." And then people are like, they ended up saying, "Why can't you just respect people's beliefs?" And then other people jumped on that person, were like, "Why can't you respect his beliefs?"
We talked about it the last time that he came up. Man.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast, guys.
Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. It is a day
which will live
in infamy.
Creepy infamy.
Dude, DrDisRespect was fired from his so let me
before we go into
rewind.
should we talk about something a little more lighthearted and then really pound into it?
No. We already got into it.
All right, fuck it.
Lighthearted.
Then. Let's go.
What's lighthearted?
Because I was gonna talk about people being terrible at Shadow of the Erd Tree, and how I have every single except for the black god knight, whatever his name is, the first one.
We'll get into that. Like come on, man, let's give the people what they want.
Fuck it. All right, this
DrDisRespect was banned on Twitch in what was it like 2020 or 2017?
It was 2021.
It was way before that.
It was way before. I remember that. I know that he got busted for the cheating thing. The cheating scandal happened in 2017.
I remember that. That was funny.
2017 that happened.
When they caught him cheating in COD and shit.
That was hilarious.
No. Well, when he just went on stream and like admitted it or something.
Not in character.
Yeah.
You can see his eyes. No wig. He has a hat on. And he's like, "I've been unfaithful."
Yeah. And he was crying.
And I was just like, "You're a bitch." Like the whole idea of I can't stand people that do. Now it felt genuine, but the whole thing is like, my thing is, you cry behind the scenes,
right? Get
it out, deal with it. Tell your audience that, hey guys, I'm sorry, whatever happened. I've been in situations where I've never cheated, but I've been in situations where like my heart was broken,
right?
And I just let them know what's going on. And I'm not on, like, I'm emotional, record. Like, I hate that. I hate it. I hate it.
I can't be emotional on camera, actually. That's insane.
I think that's a good thing.
It's sociopathy, I think. So it's just like,
I think it's a good thing,
Like,
though.
I can't be like, I can't cry. Like, if someone, like, immediately someone turns the camera on and I'm crying, I stop crying and my tears go back into my face. And I start saying slurs. I'm like, like a chainsaw.
But yeah, so I don't know. I don't exactly know the situation 100% because I just didn't care about this guy. Like, this guy was like a big streamer kind of. He was a Call of Duty guy, right? Like, that was like his
it was first it was PUBG. First
right.
He was a big
of course
PUBG
he comes
guy.
From that fucking cesspool of a fucking video game.
And then of
you
course
hate PUBG. Jeez, you've hated that game for years, dude.
I just think it really fucking sucks. And I think people have gaslit. I think people who like that game have gaslit themselves into thinking that it's a good game.
I preferred it over Fortnite, to be honest. But
I'd like Fortnite so much more. But Fortnite became something different, though.
It at a certain point. That's the reason why I didn't fuck with PUBG. It was like $30, and I'm like, it's not. To me, it wasn't worth it.
It was so clearly unfinished.
It wasn't worth like $30, and I was like, I like the shitty vibe of it, of being unfair. I liked it.
It was
though.
Euro. You know what it reminded me of? Those Eurojank games.
Yeah.
Have you ever played those? Where there's like there's something here, but it's like, this is so jank and fucked. I felt like none of the guns worked. Like I feel like I would shoot people and then it would just like wouldn't hit them. I'm like, what is going on? Did they design this right?
PUBG was where the infamous PewDiePie breach thing happened, right?
Of course.
So that's what I mean. Like the game, people were fucking with that game.
It's got culture.
That's a dungeon in my D&D campaign. I'm being dead serious. You gotta get through the bridge.
Are you serious?
If you say the N-word, you get advantage for the whole entire session.
Yeah.
Does anybody ever do it?
I want Lily to do it. I want to be Lily. I'm like, Lily, you can save the whole party if you say one thing.
That's
and
crazy.
she's like,
I don't want to do it.
let's everybody level 9 characters. They work from level 1 die.
Why do you always make me try to say the N-word?
She said it twice though. It's still twice. I want to get her to
twice within your entire relationship.
Yeah,
that's not enough.
She never said it.
You got to get her to 5.
Directed to somebody. She's only read it and then mistakenly repeated it.
Well, right. I mean, how often is it directed to someone, really?
How do you mistakenly repeat it?
She read something that said it, not thinking. She was just reading things.
Like Twitch chat or something?
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens to me. Like, sometimes I'll like read like a big message in the middle of Twitch chat, and then like halfway through I'll realize that like I shouldn't be reading.
You said the word 6 times, and you're like...
Oh, yeah. After the 6th one, like, oh, shit, my bad.
after the 17th one, I'm like...
5 minutes later, oh, my bad. I said the N-word, guys. Stream's off. One time I said it on your stream by mistake, and I don't know why I said it.
What do you mean?
I said like easy N-word, and you were like, "Why'd you say that?" And I was like,
"Why'd you say
my
that?"
bad.
Did you use? Was it hard R?
Yes. And I was like, "Why'd you say?" You're like, "Why'd you say that?" And I was like, "I don't know why I said that."
No.
Why'd you say that? We won't.
I won't.
We already did it.
That's as far as it's gonna go.
I didn't partake.
That's as far as it's gonna go.
It's still not technically about that.
Yeah.
It's just an impression of a feller. Anyway, Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Dick in check. I don't know.
Dr. Disrespect got banned from Twitch a while ago. 2017, whatever.
Somewhere around that time.
A while ago.
Yeah.
And nobody really knew the reason why. It was this kind of big mystery. People were joking about it. I think I saw like a clip of the Twitch CEO on like some random person's stream kind of joking about it. Everybody's like, the guy asked him like, "Oh, why was Dr. Disrespect banned?" He was like, "Oh, well, you see, aliens took control of his body, and we had to save the humanity by banning him." Or something.
Cute.
Like, yeah, cute. Yeah, very cute. Very cute way to talk about it. But so everybody's been curious about why this is, and it recently came out that a Twitch, I think it was like an ex-Twitch employee.
So yeah, an ex-Twitch employee.
Yeah,
on Twitter. And here's the thing about that fucking, and I think why there was so much discourse was because of this guy being kind of a weasel.
Yeah, he's a scumbag also.
He's a fucking weasel where he came out and finally dropped the information, like, here it is. This is what happened. He was texting a minor on Whisper, Twitch's.
On the Twitch's Whisper. Which, by the way, I don't know why why would you call your DMs service
Whisper?
Whispers?
It's like,
it's so inherently, it is actually so inherently creepy that I have actually straight up never used Twitch's DMs for that reason. I don't like the creepiness.
Sent one. I've never sent a Twitch DM.
I received
I'm sure I receive them.
I received a code from a game. Somebody sent me a game. That's all I remember from Whisper. And I thought, because somebody sent me Bitcoin at some point, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't find it. I thought it was on Whisper. It wasn't that, and I've been.
You might be fucking loaded,
dude.
How much Bitcoin?
Even if it was a few.
To be honest, this was a while ago. Like this was like 2016. I think it was a good amount.
How much? Wait,
I can't find it.
Time out, Derek.
I can't.
Time out, Derek. Wait.
It wasn't like I'd be a millionaire, but I probably have like a cool 6 figures.
Time out, Derek.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you here instead of searching for that fucking Bitcoin?
I already did it.
No,
so here's the thing.
No, you didn't. I'll help you search if you give me a small fraction. I'll help you scour.
Listen. When I saw Bitcoin hit like above 30K, I looked everywhere. Here's the problem. Since Bitcoin wasn't shit all them years ago, I didn't give a fuck, and I'm pretty sure because every once in a while, every few years, I should do it more often, but every few years, I empty all of my Yahoo inbox. I don't have, and I was like, oh no. There was probably like a couple of Bitcoin, maybe 5 Bitcoin in there or something.
That's not bad.
And I'm like, Hey, it's way worse. There's a guy
that's on his computer. It's on his like old ass computer, and he doesn't remember how to get into it. And he has like he's literally thousands of Bitcoin on there.
He's so wealthy. That would drive me insane. I think I would be babbling.
I wouldn't be able to live.
I would turn into Brainiac and put my hands in the computer and activate it. I'd be like, I have to, and I would just make it work.
I would be like, I'd be talking like Ripperoo from fucking Crash Bandicoot the rest of my life, just giggling up a storm.
Yeah.
But anyway, how do we?
So that guy. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. But whatever. But
so the guy.
Because I'm about Whisper.
Yeah, Whisper.
Okay.
We were talking about Whisper. Terrible name for a service.
Yeah.
Really just weird. But so apparently, like, DrDisRespect was sending inappropriate messages with exchanging inappropriate messages with a minor through the Twitch Whispers service.
Yeah,
which is crazy. And this ex-Twitch employee, came out about it, on like a random Friday night out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Must have been feeling himself.
Case closed. Here it is.
Yeah, case closed. Here it is. But he was also kind of like people were searching his Twitter history and they saw that like he was using it as like a way to kind of get attention for his band. Where it's like, hey, come to the show and I might tell you why he got banned or whatever.
Sell out the pre-sale tickets.
Yeah,
and then I'll let you know the reason why he got banned.
Yeah, which
is pretty shitty.
No, that's a really shitty thing to do if it's serious. Though. However, I don't know. I could see myself making that joke, to be honest with you.
Well, but the problem is since it turns out he actually knew.
That's I guess
it's like
I guess
it's really fucked up.
Yeah, because he would actually be withholding the information.
Yeah, totally.
I guess so.
Because when I saw that and why there was other discourse of people thinking I don't believe this motherfucker, which I understood why they didn't believe him, because he was just willy-nilly just abusing that information in a gainful way. And so there's people like, fuck this guy. This probably isn't real. Let's wait for shit to come out.
Right.
But then the way that DrDisRespect was behaving.
Dude, immediately. Like, it was...
Did you see the video of him finding out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Elden Ring music?
Yeah, that was... We'll get to that.
Yeah.
That is a poetic moment if I've ever seen one.
That's magical.
It is magical. But I don't... Oh, my fucking God. The way he talked about it to me was immediately, I was like, oh, this guy did it.
Of course.
And it was so transparently obvious that anybody who didn't see that, I have to genuinely question. I have to genuinely be like, how do you not? And you're like, oh, we got to wait for evidence. It's like, I understand that from like a legal perspective, for sure.
Yeah.
Like innocent until proven guilty. But bro, the way that he was like, he responded to the guy who reported on it.
Yeah.
And he was like, listen, I know it's a hot topic, but no wrongdoing was acknowledged. I was paid out. And I was like, that is not good. And then people were asking him, like, did you sex a minor? And he was just like, no wrongdoing was acknowledged. And I'm like, he did it.
I'm like
just say no.
The fact that
if you can't say no, you did it.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
The fact that, it's weird for a couple of reasons. Number one, a good politician just lies, right?
Right.
A good politician just lies. They don't even do the lawyer speak. Like they just say no. I did. Like Trump was like, I never said lock her up. Like literally in it, like in the Hillary, I never said lock her up. There's like a million montages of him chanting that shit.
I love him, dude. I love when he was like he lied about
everything.
Saying he lied about literally everything, but he lied about the fucking kid giving the girl the money. Then he verbally said he didn't lie about it. He lied about the 6, then said, "Oh, I didn't tell them to go." He lied about fucking what was the other thing he did? Withholding the fucking file he should have given back.
Yes,
on True Social, and then they were like, "You did that," and people were like, "No, he didn't." It's like, bro. It's right there.
No, it was AI.
Yeah, it was
he's
at this point.
He's like, what is his name? He's like, what's the name of the guy? The fucking big dude's like, the fucking aliens, they're fucking the toads, and
oh yeah, the aliens are fucking the toads. He just say the aliens are fucking the toads.
He didn't say that really. That's some shit he said. That sounds like him though.
That's amazing. I like that.
But the thing, he's like him, where he's lied so much that he doesn't even know he's lying anymore. Yeah. It's just like, I'm just speaking.
Well, I just feel like
he knows that it's just helped him. Like, why would you at
this point
stop?
He's leaned into it to the point he's like, I just do this.
You know, he knows he's got like the biggest non-religious cult in the world. Yeah. And so he can just, whatever he says is gospel. That's a great place to be in. And the fucked up thing is DrDisRespect is in that position, because there's people, even after the lawyer speaks, still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. So if he would have just leaned into the tactical politician of like, I did nothing, no, I didn't sex anyone, nothing happened. Like if he would just been straight up denied, like nothing happened, fuck you, dude, whoever that guy was, like keep your fucking mouth shut. Get into the Dr. Disrespect persona and be like, fuck you, dude, fuck you, bro, whatever. I'm gonna fucking,
you know, it's crazy.
I'm gonna 360 no scope you or whatever.
Imagine there was no sexting. He was just like really venting to a kid. Like nothing's villainous about it.
So
like,
he would
like,
say so that. It's just on Drake.
First of all, he would say that. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like people were like really jumping over themselves, trying to figure out how to justify this. They were like, well, maybe he didn't know the age of the person, and that would kind of be a massive part of the puzzle, wouldn't it? And it's like, yeah, it would be. It would be such a massive part of the puzzle that you think he would say it.
He would say it.
He would say that. If I were him and that actually happened to me and I was talking to somebody and it turned out that they were like underaged and like I genuinely didn't know and I stopped it, I would say I didn't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't think that. You know how many people are catfished?
Yeah.
That happens a lot, probably.
That's a real
thing. So, like, why the fuck? If that was the truth, he would have said that.
People have catfished and didn't do anything wrong, and they go to court and like they get like prosecuted, and they're like, I didn't know. I watched the whole video of it. It was the saddest thing ever. It was a young black man in Florida. He was genuinely talking to this woman, this girl who was like, she lied about her age. She was 15, and she said she was like 18 or 19, right? He was like about 19. She looked way older than she did.
Sure.
He slept with her. He was like, officer, he was like, well, judge, I didn't know. And then she admitted, I lied on my age. They were like, sorry. He's in Florida. So that's why.
First of all, I was going to say Florida.
He's a young black man in Florida. Unfortunately, you're screwed.
I think the only thing you can get in trouble no matter what, even if you didn't know, is if you have like pictures. Because no matter what, it's still like not good to have.
Look, the point
Poor
is,
kid.
Yeah.
The got 7 years for just being lied to.
That's Florida. He's black. Okay, we get it. We get it.
The point is, what the hell was that story?
So sad.
He did it.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it was so readily and immediately obvious to anybody with even the slightest. If you have 1 point in perception, you saw this immediately.
Anyone that's not a mega fan of his.
Yeah.
Anyone that's not like, because it was pretty obvious to even people, some people that I even respect, I was like, oh, it's weird. Like, you're completely not reading what he's saying.
Did you the quartering with the...
Well, what did he say?
Did the
I don't respect him, by the way. What did he say?
The quartering defend him?
So here's the...
Of course he did. I didn't see anything, but of course he would.
So we're skipping ahead a little bit, but all this comes out. There's a huge discourse. What the fuck is going on? He comes out. He makes these like weird like legalese statements where he's like, no wrongdoing was acknowledged.
What a crazy thing to say.
It's insane. And another day passes, right? And he gets kicked from his company.
Yeah,
because his company did an internal investigation.
Oh my god!
And here's the thing about that, right? People were like, they did not jump on the bandwagon. They actually they assumed that he was innocent, and then they took the necessary steps once they figured out that there was truth to some of this.
Yeah.
Right. And they were like, well, we're gonna get rid of you. And here's the thing about that game and that studio, like 12 a.m. or like Midnight Society, whatever it is.
Yeah,
game, without Dr. Disrespect, is purposeless. So their decision to cut ties with him speaks volumes. That is like a mega loud thing. Yeah. And I understand that some people get fired from companies for like for like no reason. Yeah. That is not the case with something like this.
Yeah.
That game hinges on his involvement, literally. It's marketed around him. He founded the studio. It's all about him. So if he and everyone there thought that this game has a better shot at succeeding without my involvement at this company than it does with me at this company, knowing what's about to come out, that is beyond damning.
That's proof. That's straight up proof.
I don't know what to tell people.
Yeah.
Like they assumed he was innocent, which I think is the right thing to do. Like you can't just like go off of baseless allegations like that. And by the way, if there was nothing ever found, he would still be at that studio.
Yeah.
If there was nothing there, he would still be there. Because the prevailing wisdom at a studio like it's like, well, we need this guy for our game to succeed, and he's not guilty, so fucking whatever. There's rumors about so much.
Yeah.
Who cares? it blew my mind the way people reacted to this. And then, there's that clip that Sweeney was talking about where he found out live on stream, presumably, that he got like axed.
Yeah.
And it's like right after he beat like one of the Elden Ring bosses, Beowulf.
I don't know,
whatever. But it was right after one of those, and then he's like, "This is how we run shit." And then he looks over at his phone, and he's just silent. And then that ominous music plays.
It's so fucking defeatist. Where he's like, "Yeah, this is how we do things over here," and he's just,
it's crazy.
And then he's just staring off, and I'm like, I saw that a few days ago, like 2 days ago or something. Well, before I went to bed, and I hate that you can't see likes anymore because I wanted people to see that, like that. I'm like, being ahead of the curve. Like, I'm like, of course this motherfucker's guilty. Like, here's this. Basically I was just banking shit.
Yeah. I said based on how this dude is talking about this, my personal opinion, he definitely did that shit.
Yeah.
And people were all up just like, oh, what are you talking about? There's no evidence. It's like, yeah, I know there's no evidence. Like, what? But you can observe. I don't know, man.
If it looks bad, it looks bad. If it walks and talks like a duck sometimes, more often than not.
If you can't say, I didn't sext a minor, if you can't just say that, you did it.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Isn't this like a testament to how fucked we are?
No, yeah, it's fucked.
Like when you think about
dude, the internet's ability to show cognitive
this transcends the internet.
Number one interaction, right? So this is no shade to my girlfriend. I love you all my heart, Lily. Lily was a very big fan of David Dobrik. Very big fan of David Dobrik, right?
Sure. Yeah.
From a long time before, because I was a fan of his vlogs for a little bit, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh, this guy's kind of boring, whatever. The shit came up about him, right? Lily, he did often give people stuff and all that stuff.
What came up about him again? I don't remember.
He fucking almost killed Buddy. He almost killed his friend with the fucking forklift.
Oh, whatever.
He almost, I guess.
Well, he's all whatever. I mean, just gross negligence and
gross negligence.
I guess in comparison,
there was some gross negligence, and then the girl getting like sexually assaulted him, kind of pushing for that to happen.
Yeah, there was some weird shit.
Kind of like not him pushing it to happen, but he kind of like.
He facilitated
it.
He had some weird people in his group. There was some guy named Dirty Dan, I think. Dom, whatever. A Dirty Dan.
He kind of facilitated some fuck shit to happen, right? And I was like, Lily, this guy's kind of an asshole. But for her perception of him, he's always been a nice guy. And I was like, honey, he kind of sucks.
Yeah.
He kind of sucks. And what happened is, then shit started rolling out. Him just being constantly a cunt, a dickhead over and over again.
Yeah.
And I was like, Lily, that's what happened. She was like, now that I'm, and even things like, now that I'm sitting back and I'm watching it happen, she's like, yeah, this guy's kind of terrible. That's what happens. You get like, you're like, for instance, Comics Explained went through a tailspin of being a huge cunt. I'd be like, wait, guys, there's probably a reason. Let's talk about this for a second.
People are offensive about it.
Because I care about, I've grown up to attachment to that character.
I understand. I personally, I don't have that. I don't have that. My thing is, there is, just from watching stuff like I got interested in watching a lot of the serial murderer shit, the documentaries. I'm just the psychologically and how people are capable of doing crazy shit like that. And then when you think about most of them, like pretty much almost all of them, they had a normal life. And so you just don't know what some people are capable or what they're doing behind closed doors. And so I always leave. I'm like, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But once something fucked up comes out about something, I'm like, that sucks. I'm not like, it's not true. Oh, to me, I'm like, that sucks. Because anyone's capable of fucking doing anything, really.
It's more for me, I hope that didn't happen.
Of course, that's the...
It's not like you can't do it.
Here's the thing for me. It's like, I think a lot of people are capable of bad things. I also think people are capable of lying. And so here's the thing. It's like, that's kind of thing. It's like, all right, well, what... It really is an Occam's razor type situation, right? You have an ex-Twitch employee who maybe he could be in the know, but like there's a chance he might not be in the know about this kind of thing, and he might be using this bullshit to sell tickets. If I didn't know and I worked at Twitch, I would probably make stupid jokes like that. So like, okay, maybe. But then he comes out with like an actual accusation, and it's like, okay, Occam's razor time. Why the fuck would this dude who's trying to sell tickets to his band, ex-employee of Twitch, clearly not made of money, why the fuck would he just say something like that, knowing if it's false, he's going to get sued into oblivion? Why would you say that? Now, people are stupid.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
I'm be
There's
honest.
a 50-50 with that.
That was my position.
That's a kind of a wild thing to say with no reason. And then another person kind of comes up to corroborate. Is like, okay, well, still, people hate all sorts of people for no good reason, and people make up shit all the time. Okay, we'll see. And then his response.
That was when I was on board.
His response.
It's like the Cosby thing, bro. It's
tells
like
you fucking everything.
That was when I was on board, 100%. Like when I was, because to me, I didn't trust the person because of their actions prior of these ticket thing. Because there's a lot of insane people that do things and they throw their lives away for the dumbest shit, for clout and all this stuff. So
well, that's what I'm saying. So
so I was still, if I was using Occam's razor before that, I was still like, I don't know about this guy. I'm neutral. I was still at me personally. I was still neutral at that point until DrDisRespect came out and responded to that guy. Then I was just like, "Oh, nigga did it!" Like it was so. It was so like what did I respond with? Mike Armentrout. Like he was just like looking like I just wrote the reply of him just looking because I'm like
I had Patrick saying wee woo wee woo. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's insane.
At that point, it's like, bro, this is what annoys me. Like I said, like this is society and how we get such shitty politicians and how we keep getting the same fucking assholes voted in that are bought and paid for. Because people just believe what people fucking say, even when they're being so shitty and vague about things. The politician and lawyers speak. They just still listen.
His post too, where he came out and admitted it basically.
Yeah,
when he started. I was like, listen, man, I'm gonna no filters here.
Let's read this.
Let's
pull it up.
It's such a crazy fucking tweet because it's just this long essay, and he says, "No filter, man. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. I've always been straight." And then it's just full of legalese. And then he edited it. Did you see the edits?
He edited it 3 times.
Did you see it?
I saw the tweet, yeah.
Did you see the edit?
I did not see the edit.
So he edited.
I might have seen it while after it was edited.
So he wrote, were there, just skip to the part where he admits the thing where he's like, were there messages with a minor individual or an individual minor?
It said, so the part that he, hold on. So right here, so where it starts off, because it's fucking long and winded.
Yeah, you know why though, right? It's so like
why?
No, I'm saying it's like it starts with this long preamble. So like the first thing you see isn't the admission. It's crazy.
Hello, let's cut to the bullshit and law and first and foremost, I'd like to apologize, blah, blah, blah. The shit's like, okay, apologizing fucking years after it happened is already bullshit. If you're apologetic, you would apologize right away. Like him apologizing to his wife probably behind the scenes when he was first unfaithful.
Yeah.
But let's see. The reason why he edited this fucking thing, because where it says, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual back in 2017? That's what it said, a individual minor. And then he switched it and was like, "Oh, that sounds bad."
No, he edited minor out.
Yeah, and then when people are like, "We can see you," you can see the prior message. It just puts a new one on top. So then he just reverted back to it because he's like, "I've already exposed it."
Yeah.
So yeah, individual with an individual minor back in 2017. The answer is yes. So. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not, which is obviously fucking bullshit.
Well, that's a common line on Chris Hansen's show.
So, and this is the weird thing, but here's the thing where he immediately completely contradicts himself when he says, "Were there intentions behind it?" He says, "Absolutely not." And then the next thing he says is, "These were casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate." That's the next thing he says.
All filters, by the way. These are all filters. These are all filters to soften the blow of what he said.
But it's just like, to say, were there any intentions, and then say it leaned into inappropriate conversations at some point. And I'm like, then what is the intent, pussy? What is the intent?
Maybe he meant there were no intentions to
fucking her ass.
On meeting.
Is that what he means? Like, I wasn't gonna fuck her butt. I swear. I was like, that's not. I didn't mean. I was just gonna get nudes from her or something. Because it's obvious. Yeah. Somebody said, and I don't remember who it was. If it was somebody that was associated with Twitch or somebody who was just like putting things together. It's like, I think Twitch intervened before things got weird, and this whole situation was so fucking embarrassing that they swept it under the rug, because Twitch is protecting a potential predator by not fucking coming out and saying we axed DrDisRespect because he was fucking messaging some fucking minors.
Yeah,
and
irresponsible.
It's fucking, and so they paid him out to make this all go away.
Yeah, they paid out his contract so they could just get rid of him and not have to deal with legal repercussions from breaking the contract.
Yeah.
It's basically how I look at it. And then there's like, listen, go do whatever it is you do elsewhere. We don't want to be associated with you. We don't want the headline Twitch pedophile or like Twitch, you know what I mean? Like famous Twitch streamer talks to minors, like that's bad for our platform because they're a global business and they don't need that shit.
1,000%.
They could care less about. People were like, dude, I just couldn't believe how many people were like, well, so you're saying that Twitch, Amazon, and dozens of employees hid nasty information and swept it under the rug? I'm like,
absolutely.
Where have you been? I couldn't believe that shit. What are you talking about? Are you oh yeah. Do you know what Boeing is? Are you stupid?
Did you
Are you
remember?
stupid?
People think every
Remember when that
conspiracy
fellow went missing? Remember when that guy was like, yo, if I kill myself, I didn't kill myself.
Twitch would never do something like this.
I thought we were past this when Jeffrey Epstein
I fucking couldn't believe
offed himself.
For me, the Boeing
like,
one.
You know what I mean?
That's what was crazy, but the Boeing one was even wilder because he literally said, honey, if I end up dead, I did not kill myself.
Yeah,
then a week and a half later, he was dead.
There's
and
a lot
like,
of
come
I'll be
on,
honest,
dude.
I went down a rabbit hole of there's this really controversial YouTuber back in the day. I always forget his fucking name. That it has to. There's like Buddha in it or something. He was making these mini documentaries, and it turns out
Buddha, right?
That's it. He got into the alt-right somehow. He got inspired by, like, he's one of those people that started off neutral and then he went down that actual pipeline, because I haven't met that many people that actually did that. You hear it all the time.
Yeah.
But that was somebody who like was making content and somehow was like, that Richard Spencer guy makes a lot of sense, and then started like making the Jewish question documentaries. But then something else happened to him. Like he went into an insane asylum or something. They got 5150'd and he destroyed his hard drive. So who knows what was on his hard drive?
Oh no.
So, but why I bring him up is because before that happened, before the insane stuff, he was on one of those offshoot websites. He wasn't on YouTube anymore.
Like BitChute or something?
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah.
And he had these documentaries exposing pedophiles, and like elite pedophiles. And I was like, I love these documentaries because a lot of times they're just insane and there's like nothing connecting anything. And I'm like, these people are fucking hilarious. But some of the shit that he showed actually kind of fucked me a little bit. I had to like talk to people and vent, where I was like, okay, I saw some footage that I don't know if I can justify it as like, what was this? Like I saw these little girls that were in like servant like togas, little, and it was like cell phone footage, like exposing what's happening behind the scenes. And I was like, what movie would this be? Is this a movie? What movie would this be where these little girls? He showed shit. He also said Tom Hanks is a big pedophile. Was hilarious. That was like,
I've heard that a lot.
Dude, that shit was crazy. The connected dots was actually kind of crazy, but I can't corroborate that. But I saw things in there. What I'm saying, and bringing up where you said, if they do something to me, I didn't kill myself. A guy was like, I am completely fine, and if anything happens, like, and then I think it was in the same week he jumped off a passage of the freeway. And I was like,
I jumped into an intersection out of nowhere.
I was like, bro, this is, and you said when Epstein because it's like, this shit's real. There's parts of it because you want to be like, this is all fake bullshit. But then when we all experienced Epstein together, it made me think about that footage I saw. I was like, bro, there's some weird shit going on, and extrapolate that to something like Twitch trying to sweep a scandal under the rug.
Yeah, it's like
how is this
in comparison? It's like child's play.
It's nothing.
No pun intended.
Of course they.
But dude, it really is like of the things that I have seen companies do or know that companies, dude, even like governments, like this is really like no pun intended, minor shit. It really is like the lowest.
You're on a roll right now.
I swear to you, I'm not trying.
Fire.
I swear
you're killing it, dude. You're hot. You're hot, bro. You know, NBA shooting hit the second shot. You're like on fire. He's not making more boy. He's heating up.
I'm hot, but I'm too old for the doc. Unfortunately,
that's insane.
I think. No, man, I just couldn't believe people were defending, like, and people were talking about, like, I was just like, well, that's so unbelievable. Like, why would Twitch do that? And it's just like, dude, I don't know what to tell. I really, honestly, like, I don't know what to tell a person like that, because I don't know how you have a phone, can type understand how words make sentences.
Yeah.
And not understand that corporations do shady, illegal shit all the fucking time.
If a company's making billions of dollars, they're not doing good shit. It's by default.
If you are making millions of dollars, you are unfortunately by the nature of you making that much money involved.
If you get in the hundreds of millions, you start.
Hundreds of millions.
No. I think even millions. If you're making millions,
Well,
if not if you've made $1 million or you've made,
Give me like the company or individually.
period. I feel like if you're making millions of dollars, unfortunately, you're very likely involved in some good practice.
To me, it's a little bit of a stretch because
unless you're like an entertainer.
There's a lot of people that can make a lot of money. The problem is, usually the problem is like, it's like even when people bring up Hassan, they're like, "Oh, look at this rich socialist." I'm like, they've never listened to Hassan speak like one time. They'll just see like him raging or saying dumb shit because that's the entertaining stuff. Clip him. He streams for 1 million hours a day. He's gonna say some stupid shit because who the fuck wouldn't? Whose brain wouldn't be fried for streaming for fucking 8 hours? So, but when he talks about it, he's like, bro, I just want rich fucking people to pay their goddamn taxes. And he's like, it's not that you can't be rich. Pay your fucking taxes so then we can build infrastructure, so we can have better education. All these people do things like, I was just talking about the art industry recently, where you'll have these bogus fucking people that think their art's good. You know, they'll do a squiggly line and they'll sell for like 30,000. And like the reason why that shit got propped up is because people that are rich will invest in these people, buy their shit, donate it to some fucking museum or something, and then tax write it off. So they'll buy millions of dollars worth of art, donate it, and then the millions that they made will offset and they didn't pay any fucking taxes.
Or they buy it, they kill him, it becomes with a bunch of money, and they sell that's real also too. People think that's insane.
Does that happen?
What are you talking about?
Because people's artists think it skyrockets as soon as they die. That's
Right.
Oh,
Like it skyrockets.
Right, but has that been a document? Is there like a thing?
Documents. I feel like it has to be real.
that's
That
funny.
makes sense to me, but like,
you buy it, and then you immediately
shake
shoot
their
him
hand and then bah!
right in the fucking face. And you're like, wow, this $45,000 portrait is now worth $3 million.
$3 million.
Walk out with it. And everybody in the museum is quiet. Art gallery is just like,
Bro, I fucking hate the art. I love art. I hate the industry so much. I used to, my ex-girlfriend in 2012, her best friend, and her dad was like a prominent artist in the area. So I would go to his expos every once in a while. And the people in there, and one
fascinating people.
the people.
that is a shit for because my grandmother was a doctor. So knowing that, she knew a lot of wealthier people in the city.
Yeah.
So I would go to fucking operas and shit. When I was no, I shouldn't have been there. Obviously, I should not have been there. I was a little ass kid.
Of course not.
But I was her. No, I'm a Negro. I shouldn't be. Neither should she. Neither should my grandmother. Of course, she's a half breed. But I was like, and the people that were at these things were so stuck up and not cool. And my grandmother would be like, Kingston, just sit down and like, I know this person through some random shit like the NAACP or like random organizations.
Yeah.
And like, I would be like, these people are so not fun. And then they bring their kids and their kids would not be fun.
Aww.
And I'm just like, dang, I hate this.
Damn, you guys weren't like kids, like you weren't in it together, like this sucks and no bonding. They were infected too.
That was the best when you were a kid.
Because they
didn't
didn't
just like you gang up with all the other kids and be like, this event fucking sucks.
Let's destroy this place.
That was my favorite. Honestly, I think like when I think about like fond memories from childhood, it really was like that when you were stuck with other kids in a situation that you just didn't want to be in,
right?
And you would like leave. You would like meander off in like a pack to go to like shoot Beyblades in the fucking
because for me they were I went to
driveway.
public school still, so all the kids were in private school and like weird and they knew
So
each
they were
other,
all
and I was
fucked
just
up.
like, and I was just like, I live in the Bronx. I live on the Grand Concourse.
Yeah, that's
the weirdest mix is private schools in fucked areas.
That existed
Right.
often.
That's where I was.
Weird.
I was in Catholic school for like until like I think 5th grade. And it was the weirdest shit because it was a rundown Catholic school. And it was like I think it's abandoned now. I think I've been thinking about going back home to shoot a video in that.
Buy it.
Oh, you should.
Because
Just buy it.
dude. It's like a castle. It's like the school that I went to looks like Hogwarts almost, but like if it was like 1/4 of the size with no budget at all.
One of my friends goes to the school, and she's in Glasgow. She goes to the school that
that they use
for Hogwarts.
Is that real?
Yeah,
that's a real place.
Yeah, there's a college.
I actually always thought it was just like fucking. I don't even know. Like
I never thought about it,
or like a. You know what I mean? Like an
I would
establishing
assume
shot.
that if I thought about it, that this is like a set or something.
You know the castle on the Hudson. There's a castle on the Hudson River, like an a fucking. Or it might not be a castle. It definitely like some sort of war shit happened there, but it was a castle on the Hudson.
Well, it was like a garrison,
fort, like pretty much, pretty much like that.
Yeah,
and I was just like, this place is so shitty. What lived here? What the fuck?
There's no fucking Game Boys here. What the fuck?
Where's the electricity? How can I watch my porn? This place sucks.
There's not a single Digimon to be seen.
Me just tearing the place up like a fucking dragon, looking
for a Digimon,
looking for some sort of Japanese media to quell me, and I'm barreling through that place. I jump and I go straight through the top floor to the bottom, land like a meteorite. This
absurd.
place is absolutely gay, and I run through the walls like, oh god.
Dude, it's so funny now that I think about it because like I remember going to school, we would pass this building that was clearly abandoned, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, I guess some buildings are abandoned, and that's okay.
I guess
That's not supposed to happen.
I know. Even back then, like now, it's like there's a lot of abandoned buildings, but back then it was kind of, at least like in the areas that like my parents would willingly take me towards, didn't see that a lot. So like going to school,
abandoned buildings.
You never saw those?
Never really.
It was in Yonkers. It wasn't even that far from where I lived.
I didn't pay attention to them.
Maybe
look up for the people at home. Look up St. Denis Catholic School, which also, by the way, I didn't believe there was a St. Denis. That seemed insane.
Yeah,
that
probably like St. Denis.
Saint Denis.
Maybe, but it wasn't. They would call it St. Denis.
Damn.
Saint Denis.
You went to the weirdest Catholic school ever, bro.
It is fucking straight. If you look it up, it looks crazy. Like the building looks insane. It's like it's abandoned.
Just buy it, Chris. Buy it out.
I really wonder how much it would be.
Probably a little more than it should be.
It'd probably be
a lot
since
it's
a castle. It really looks insane.
New York property. It'd probably be, that's gonna be.
It's in a rundown kind of part of Yonkers, but like it's a castle still.
Still, like they're gonna buy that shit up, and then eventually, like so basically, what's gonna happen if you bought it, and if you didn't immediately sell it to somebody who wanted to gentrify the area, they would shoot you in the face. So yeah, it's not good to have.
Tell you what, somebody in our audience, in our homeless audience, buy that building and send me the deed in our PO box.
The idea of having a castle is crazy. Because I feel like if I had a castle, the person I'd become immediately is not a good person.
I would tear it down and put a Shake Shack there.
I would immediately start invading other places, like in an area. I'd take over buildings.
Just wait. Just for the castle?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna invade the rest of this place.
What do you?
I'm taking over.
But you're still you though.
I know, but I'm like, I can get warriors. I can.
You think you would be emboldened by the fact that you now live in a castle?
I don't deserve power at all because I will change. I've bbeen too nice for too long.
I mean, is that real? Isn't that? I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I feel like people always say because. People do say money changes you, but I think it's just an amplifier of like
your more repressed tendencies.
Yeah, I think that it's. I mean, there's a game that we've been talking about recently, and I've been playing recently. But they say that about the leader of the gang. They say that about like,
what game?
I'm not gonna say.
I know what you're talking about.
But like they say, like, oh no, I think this is what he's just becoming who he truly is.
I do think money can. The issue is if you're unsure of yourself, I think money can. If you have not figured out who you are yet, and then you get an influx of money, I think that will fuck you.
There you go.
I think that will put you down like many different paths that you're probably not supposed to go down.
That's true. Like if you don't have like because I feel like most people already have their moral compass set in stone by the time they're like fucking in high school or something.
I feel like not bad. I feel like your early 20s, you figure out who you are.
I definitely disagree with that.
I think you figure out certain. I think your moral compass.
There's a piece of
I feel like you're way too old to be figuring out your moral compass by the time you're in your 20s.
I think you figure out your pieces because for me, like I've always been relatively me. The same thing with Chris. We've known just for years. It's always been us. For the most part, but as you live and you experience more by yourself, like especially when you like moving on your own, that's figuring out your.
Well, let me ask you something, because I'm not talking about you establishing yourself as just like a person on this earth. Your moral compass, like think about what you believed in as, let's just say,
for the most part, it's all still the same. Probably all relatively still exactly the same.
That's what I mean.
But I feel like
I think it's just like your humor and your morals. By the time you have hair on your nuts, you more or less you stay relatively that way.
I agree relatively. Yeah, because I feel like the person
you build, but I feel like what do you drastically not believe in anymore that you believe now?
Women's rights, but like I'm really against that shit now. But like before, I was like, oh yeah, my grandma's awesome.
Look, I will say,
I would say that like I think there are certain things that people go through that will test those things, though.
No, you're right. I was going to say, even to counter my own argument, is say a renounced racist. Like say,
right, yeah.
So there's something that you can experience, something like Derek Vineyard in American History X going to prison, getting his ass fucked, and then experiencing that, like, why am I racist? This is stupid. You know, like people can have like life-changing events.
I want to have an event like that. You want change like you want to get your ass fucked. It's a little late, but but I want to experience something for you. Like I want a huge change of perspective, but I feel like my perspectives are pretty decent.
Yeah,
then if I change one, it might be like a really bad the people that like go through. I was on the left, and I became a very conservative person. It's like what could do that to me?
I think I think a lot of people who say that. Because like I think I remember they
didn't know who they were.
Well, they also don't know what that. They also don't know what that means. Like when I was like a kid, I thought I was a Republican because my dad was, and that's just kind of what you know what I mean. But that's not really like if I really think back to like where my morals were always.
Yeah,
it was never like a right. They were never right wing at all.
I think of back when I was younger and I was around a lot of people that were Caribbean, Hispanic also that had like homophobic tendencies.
Yeah.
And I emulated that because I was like, oh, I thought it was bad. You know, I thought like the reason why people don't like this is it's bad.
A gay boy.
You know, and I think back on that and I'm like, why did I think that was bad? I was like, they can't help it.
Well, for me specifically,
then what's the problem with it? So even like when I was younger, right? Like I had a gay friend, and like even before I was
no, we didn't.
I did. I had one gay friend. Only one ever. Only one ever when I found out we were friends anymore. But I had one gay friend, and when I figured out, like, when he really, like, confessed to me that he was homosexual, I knew for years, obviously, this kid's probably gay.
No, he didn't.
You pushed him? Ew. Ew. You fucking damn. He pushed him and then
kissed him hard. I was like, you still sure? And walked away.
That's crazy.
Just made out with freaking.
Can you kiss the gay out of someone? Like, you kiss him
made out
so
with the
hard?
Quan. He's not fucking gay. He's a fucking liar. My dick got hard, his didn't. It's fucking weird.
Like imagine kissing someone so hard and awkwardly, like they don't want to be gay anymore. Like it was such a bad experience for them.
Like the way you're groping them and grabbing them, like that, and they're like,
just no finesse. Like you can't. It's almost like the ability to read the room.
Yeah,
failing spectacularly, but with your hands somehow. Like you just you're touching all the wrong places.
You roll a sleight of hands check and you fuck up and you end up punching the lock instead of trying to pick it.
You get a minus roll somehow.
But yeah, and when I really thought about it, I was just like, there's nothing wrong with this because I figured out I started understanding plights of people, and I was like, why does anyone hate anyone for anything really? It's all really stupid. Let's
I remember when I was I used to not be racist.
And then
so I mean really
and then
I lived with Kingston.
And then
oh nice. Sick.
And now I'm still not racist.
I feel like
that was a weird story to tell then.
What was the point of that?
That was a bit of a doozy.
That's like that Mitch Hedberg. It's like I used to do drugs. I used to, but I still do, but I used to too. But yeah, I don't know, man. What were we even talking about?
We just went all something Dr. Dick and
let's talk about his
Dr.
buddy
Dick and check.
His mans.
Oh, I love that guy.
His mans who?
Nick Merckx, my boy.
I don't know anything about this guy.
I really don't know anything about this guy.
Well, I don't know anything about him other than just
his neck looks hilarious.
No, you mean his not neck?
He looks like a turtle. He looks like Raphael.
No, the nigga, he's head and shoulders, man. He got nothing.
Like Raph. He's Brock. He's got a bit of Brock on him, but he's like
he's like his traps are like connect to his ears. Like it's like fucking.
It's very strange. It's very strange.
He looks like Raphael, but
but he's just like everybody else has figured out the grift. They figured out that if you just say bigoted stuff coming from the right, you're gonna increase your money. These
Even
people are gonna throw money at you because where was he with these comments before?
Yeah,
he probably wasn't looking. He probably wasn't looking at it. He probably.
I don't think he's smart enough to know that that's what he's doing though. I think he's just kind of. I think he's just an idiot.
So you think he's just absorbing the talking points and like just saying it?
I think he believes what he thinks. He doesn't strike me as somebody who's like a quartering, you know what I mean, or like a.
Because I heard about him before, back when I used to actually watch Fortnite with ninjas like that. He would play Fortnite with ninja every now and then, and he was just he was a guy that just streamed as well.
So you think he got like inspired and he actually believes it?
What happened is he probably went down some stupid rabbit hole. He might have met a girl that had some sort of views. Went down a dumb rabbit hole.
No, we can't blame everything on some random hypothetical.
No. Not. It's not only her. It might not be a woman either. It might just be like
it is her fault probably, but like.
It might not be a woman's fault. It might be he listened to one of his family members, something like that, wherever he's from. Because
it wasn't. It was definitely internet content.
Oh no, it was something. It was something that sparked it. We don't know where it was. It was, but then he went down that hole of like
fairly recently.
Maybe yeah, probably or probably.
I haven't heard of this guy until a year ago. I have never heard of this guy.
I think
that's just me though.
I think those people probably feel more comfortable now. You know what I mean? Because there is this large kind of influence. Oh my God, we have to talk about.
I guess this is the reason why I'm saying this is because all of those people that were typically center right, they didn't care about trans people.
Right.
They didn't care about it until the people that they watch and listen to and only, get their cues from started talking about them because they were the new scapegoat. And so when I hear him say like trans people aren't real and we got to protect our kids, I'm like, nigga, 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago, you weren't saying shit like that. You didn't believe shit like that. It is not a genuine fucking belief. Now, he may believe it now, but I would say that he only, like he's whoever, Matt Walsh, Tim Pool, he watches that shit. And so you see, this is the new talking points. And then in another 5 years, they're not going to believe that anymore because it is just a completely irrational thought, right? It's not real.
I don't know. I think they still will. I don't think they will. I think they will because it is such a specifically like it is. It's like a. How would you describe it? It's something that. It's so stupid already that to continue to ingratiate yourself in that environment will only make you stupider.
It will make you stupider.
I really do think that there are certain people who are just too far gone. They're like, you can't be helped.
No, you're right.
You can't be rehabilitated.
You're right about that.
I heavily disagree, but I think I think the effort to put into it is just so much effort that it's like, dude, just fucking go play hopscotch in traffic, like fuck it. Because it's just like it's
too much. It's too much.
It was the gays first, see,
that's what I mean.
It was the blacks and it was the gays, and now it's the trans people. And it's just like a trail of like different people.
Even when it comes to their talking points, like they can't even. And this is what I mean by they're not going to believe it in 5 years from now because they only believe what is hot and what the pundits that they listen to.
Do you think trans is going to eventually fall off? I think
1,000%.
I would assume based on how history is gone. Eventually, they're going to.
No, 1,000%.
I think it'll take a lot longer.
They're not going to care about it anymore. In the same way, we already saw the experiment happen. So Bud Light, right? Even though they're so unaware of themselves, where if it wasn't for them, nobody would have heard of Dylan Mulvaney.
True.
Like, do you know who Dylan Mulvaney is? So Dylan Mulvaney was the person that had her fucking face on a Bud Light can, and it was advertised on her fucking Instagram. Never heard of her.
Trans person?
Never. Yeah. She's trans. So I never would have fucking heard of her. Didn't give a solitary fuck. I still don't. But then some of those freaks that were probably jerking off to her found her and thought, this is going to be good content. This is going to be good content. Let's bring this up. And all of a sudden, all these people started freaking out. Fucking Kid Rock started getting his machine gun and shooting Bud Light cans and shit until Bud Light got sponsored by the UFC again. And Dana White was like, hey guys, could you knock all this shit off? And guess what? They stopped. Guess what?
So fucking
Kid Rock is like, okay, whatever. You learn your lesson. You're good. They have no morals. They don't give a fuck about anything. They hop on these trends. So right now, unfortunately, they're hating trans people. There's hundreds of anti-trans bills, which will, in 5 years from now, they'll stop writing those fucking bills because they don't actually give a fuck. And so they will give a fuck about whatever they're told to give a fuck about.
What do you think's the next wave? What do you think's the next thing people care about?
Huh?
What do you think the
next thing? So they're running out of things, so they're going to cycle again. But I don't know what it's going to be the next big thing. It might be black people again. Because like it was Black Lives Matter for a minute.
Reliable.
It's too hard. I think it's too hard. I feel like I don't know. I feel like
It'll go back to racism, I think.
Yeah. That's what I think.
I feel like racism is so played out, though. Especially like anti-blackness is so played out. Because but here's the thing. It's like we have an Elon Musk Twitter now, and so the algorithm, like, dude, I can't even tell you how many times I'll be scrolling through, and I'll just see like just some random. It'll be just like I saw a video of some guy at a church hitting a priest in the head and taking his Bible, and of course it's just some shirtless black guy in like a church, and it's just like. I know where this is going. I know where these videos are. I know where these videos are circulating. I really cannot think of because the right banks so heavily on the token niggas, you know? Like they use them
right, but they don't care either.
Yeah,
like,
they don't care. They're making a lot of money.
Can we talk about, by the way?
Hold
on,
granted, Candace Owens is garbage, and those people on the group, like, they're all relatively idiotic people.
Did you see that new that Twitter animated show?
What show is it?
I can't.
So there's a show called I think The New Norm or something, and it's like a Twitter. It's a sitcom for Twitter. It's like a sitcom made on X.
Yeah, Twitter's trying to be like an all
like a platform.
Yeah,
yeah, and so it is. I want everybody to look this up because it is so bad. I thought it was a satire of like themselves.
It should be,
but it really is just genuine, authentic, like conservative comedy in a way that is like really like incredibly poorly done. And I was making fun of it a little bit, and I didn't even realize that Dave Rubin's on it.
Yeah, I heard the voice.
I didn't hear it at all.
I pretty much stopped after I heard Dave Rubin. I was like, I'm done. Well, he has a I'm Dave Rubin.
He's a terrible voice actor also.
I'm Dave Rubin. I don't know shit. I'm a fucking fraud.
I married somebody with my first name because I'm a psycho.
Dude,
don't name somebody with your own fucking name. That's so crazy.
You're gay as shit, and then you adopt kids. You do the surrogate thing or whatever, and then your base is like, you fucking queer, you're stealing those kids from women.
I saw that in the replies to it, where it's just like they're sodomites playing dress up, and I'm just like, yo, I mean, like, God bless you guys.
You're catering to that shit.
I'm
bro.
glad you have that.
Imagine, but that's how like you're grifting so hard in the paint that you're like, that's fine.
That shit was so funny though. Like I was watching that, and I really couldn't believe how poorly written and poorly acted it was.
Yeah. Can I give a little sample into the mic?
Oh yeah. No, go ahead, please.
Let me.
I can't.
It's got that auto-tuned country song at the beginning too. Is crazy. Wait.
What's that?
Progress. It's the new norm.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm. I'm the old norm. I want normal beer.
Warning. Predator reached.
It's really bad.
It's your fault I got house arrest.
You're the one who threatened the school board.
There's a laugh track.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Brainwashing my daughter that girls aren't girls and men aren't men.
Sometimes they're neither, or both, or furry and dressed like dogs.
Ow! Janice. What's that?
I can't believe the fucking. We can't watch the whole thing.
This is Dave Rubin.
So they, them, and me.
Yeah, so
dude, it's
actually this is one of my pronouns, and I'm like, I can't believe this is real. I just tweeted, I was like, get this dog shit off my fucking timeline, bro.
I just want, just make things funny.
Need more power.
Just make things funny. Like the thing, like Red Letter Media actually had like a fucking great video where they were like making fun of all like the quartering types and shit.
Yeah,
and about like Star Wars: The Acolyte.
We're talking about The Acolyte. I was just watching that last night.
It's a great video. They remained like probably like the one of the few people. And I think it's because they're from the old internet also. I think it's because they're from like 2005 like and before. Because really if you really think about it, none of those people really went politically insane.
No.
You know what I mean?
Left.
Like Smosh.
If anything, they left.
Yeah, if anything, they left. Like most of the people who were popular back then are just like angry video game nerds chilling. You know, like Doug Walker's chilling.
Yeah.
Like they're not jumping. I really think it's like there's this weird section of time where people just.
Well, you know what it is. Those people were talented.
That's true.
Like they actually like there was, you can tell, especially like even when we were doing our shit, you can tell we're the people who had some talent, and then the people that saw, oh, if I just say XYZ, I will get views.
Yeah, you could tell.
That's why some of you guys took that whole curve to the other side.
The other side.
They went over there.
They went hard on the other side.
Because it's funny because some of you got the idea is that like some of the guys you were chilling with were like like went nuts, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
It is. I'm too lazy to ever make a documentary, but I would love a good perspective on the whole that anti-SJW era.
It would be interesting to do.
Because like I would like to talk.
I would like to do that. I think
that would be cool.
It'd be cool to interview everybody too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be
because I was there. Like I know what was up.
Yeah, you can talk about all this stuff. I love.
I wonder if they would do it though. Like I wonder if they would even.
I think a lot of people would. I think there's a lot of people that love the camera that I'm actually. I forget about that because I see this just so far away from like a Hollywood type of thing. But that there's people, like actually, it's funny, a lot of the most prominent people on the right aspired to be in Hollywood, and they figured out this was their best way.
They had to create their own Hollywood.
This is all they can do. Yeah.
They had to create their own separate Hollywood on like Daily Wire Plus.
1,000%. All these people were writers, and they were actors. That guy, Michael Knowles, was like, played like a gay dude, and now he like, I hate gay people and
shit. Didn't Ben Shapiro try to write scripts
Ben Shapiro was a Nepo baby that actually, his mom is the owner of some type of TV production company,
of course.
And still couldn't get this motherfucker in the industry. That's how much he sucked.
I hate that more than any. Like the people who are on that side who pretend to be like working class people, or like pretend like I pulled myself up. It's like, bro, you come from so much money.
So much money. Fucking Tucker Carlson, all those people. They have so much fucking money, and it shows you how shitty they are, right? Because there's a lot of talent. Like there's no secret where, like, say, people that are more creative, they're more open-minded, so it's usually they don't fall into conservative politics, because why would you? Usually you're more trying to be more open-minded, and a lot of those people don't just have a bunch of money at their expense, so it's hard to break into the industry. And it's always baffling when I see people that have an infinite money at their disposal and they still suck. It's like, damn, dude, like
it is crazy.
You have all the money.
I couldn't imagine that idea. It's like, I don't know, like
what could I do if somebody gave me a small loan of $1 million? If someone gave me that, I'd be like, yo, I'm an empire. I will have an empire in a year, because that is a lot of money to do a lot of shit with. But
I feel like I would just be like, all right, I'm out.
You're out.
Like I just
beat off every day.
Nah, I feel like I don't know what I would do. I would continue the podcast for sure. I would definitely put a lot of money into the podcast. Put a huge amount into the podcast.
I would just have a real either like decorate this thing into where it's like prestigious, or just go into an actual space like where
I don't know what I would, because I don't know, man. I can't. The idea of being like, I don't know. The idea of conservatism is just by nature so alien to my mind.
It's
because traditionalism is so stupid to me.
Well, people don't like that's the thing. Like, I understand that people get upset about that because, they're like, oh, I'm conservative, how dare you? And I'm like, hey, I'm just being like honest, and I'm not even trying to hate on, because I know people that are conservative, like my family. There's a lot of black conservatism, and I love them. They're cool, but it's just tradition is just nothing. It's based off of nothing. They're like, oh, it's old. And I'm like, that's not a good reason. That's not logical. And on top of that,
I think there's beneficial parts of tradition, right? I think there's things there's things that are beneficial.
Only if it makes sense.
Yeah, yes, that's that aspect. But
that's what I mean. It has to be. But if once logic enters it, a lot of tradition, it doesn't make sense. So it's like, why are we still doing this?
No. I understand, right? Because like tradition, like I appreciate the traditions that come from my cultural ones, right? That's part of my tradition.
Yeah.
But there are things that could be done better. And why are they not done better?
But that's exactly what it is. And you know what that is? And it's just a dirty word to them, progressivism. Because the whole idea of just living is progressing. That is literally every aspect of your life. Getting older, growing up, getting further in life, you're progressing. So the idea of conserving or stagnating is foreign to the human experience. So it's a weird thing to try to hold on to something when you're supposed to go forward. It doesn't make sense as a human. That's the problem. Where it's like, being a human being is, we need to just go forward. We need to figure things out. We need to make things better.
The old ways to tradition. It's like, and it's like,
for what was better, sir? Before we had good plumbing, before fucking black people and women had rights. What are you saying?
It's like, yes, that exactly.
So I mean, to be real, some people are saying that. The only thing that I would say go backwards is, but it's not really going backwards. It's just reinstalling the type of the tax, how much we tax the rich. Back in post World War II, when we were in the golden years and when we had the most growth in our economy. And that was where, after post Reagan, that's where Reagan was like, nah, I got you, rich people. And people that are rich understand that. That's why they're all going for Trump now. People that you would never would ever step anywhere near him, they're like, I want to preserve my money. I want to maximize, even though they have infinite money already. It is a hoarding game.
Fucking Nicki Minaj.
Well, it's it's the one sickness that we allow, right? Because you can imagine if you're hoarding rats in your garage. Like you had like your garage is just full of rats. People would be like, "What a fucking psychopath!"
Why not?
But then
why not own every single rat in the tri-state area?
That'd be so crazy.
Like, what are you dealing? Rats.
I got rats, bro. But then,
what do you mean, rat? I got every rat.
I got literally. I got them all. That would actually, first of all, that dude would be a hero if he collected all the rats. But what I'm saying is, if you took that same apartment, right, or that same garage and filled it with money, people would be like, "Oh, that's dope." Instead of being like, "Yo, you're just hoarding money. You're crazy."
I think wealth is a disease. I think it
is. It's hoarding.
The fixation of wealth in this country has gotten so wildly unstable and outrageous.
Who's that cokehead?
What do you mean the fixation of what? What does that mean?
The fixation of the need for ample richness, not the amount of wealth to be able to live comfortably and exist in a way that is not detrimental to other people. Because at a certain point, when you get so much money, you are preventing others from getting money. When you get a bunch of money and instead of putting it back into the country, you send it to an offshore account. Where it's to accumulate instead of putting it back into the country.
That's the biggest thing.
To help better the rest of the country.
Figuring out ways.
Because then that money goes missing. That money is no longer in the ecosystem of the economic system of the country. So where money is going, we're like, oh, this money's missing.
Yeah.
How do we fix those things?
And they keep taking the money for us to fit the bill of everything.
And it's so like all the also the way we give money to other countries at times. Look, I am not an anti other country person. I am of foreign descent, literally. It is the nature of who I am as a person. You know,
I think I know what you're saying, but I think it should be in the same way where it's like you don't expect a poor, even though we do this, we shouldn't expect poor people to help out poorer people, right? Because that's what ends up happening. A lot of people have to gang up and give $1 or $2, even though they're like struggling themselves to like help somebody else out. So it's like, well, can we fix some of the major problems first? We could. That's the thing that's fucked up.
No. Exactly. You take your steps first, right? You don't feed your neighbors, so you make sure you and your family are 100%.
That
I agree with that. Like, don't cut off other countries if we can help them. Obviously, that's fucking preposterous. It's like closing our borders to people that need asylum. That's fucking crazy.
Fuck 'em.
Damn.
I don't know, man.
Crazy. But we need to figure out a way to fix things.
Tax the rich.
To be honest with you, I want a dome. I want nothing to do with the rest of the world.
I think we need to reset. I think we need to reset first, and then go back out there to help.
I feel like a lot of our issues are centered around the fact that we're just too globally reliant on everything. You know what I mean? We're relying on China for everything. We're relying on like other countries for oil. Why?
Well,
why are we doing that?
We're only doing these things because it's
how it's been.
Because transactional. People are just trying to hoard more wealth. We should already be off of fossil fuels. We would be if it wasn't for oil tycoons trying to
literally.
I'm just saying, like,
the advancement in technology to get off fossil fuels has been around since the late 70s.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can have
late 70s. That shit's been around.
Nuclear.
Nuclear power. And then think of it like this: if we were even using that, by the time now, if we would actually went into it, the shit we'd have would be insane.
Well, no, we would actually have
like insane shit.
We would have Mr. Handies from Fallout.
Yeah,
we would have them floating around right now. If we just actually gave a shit.
But people hear nuclear and they're like, no, nukes.
That was the propaganda, right? That was the oil industry. That's propaganda.
I mean, I get it. It's fucking crazy.
If it goes bad, it goes very bad. Yes,
but it's the same thing as like a plane, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly. Well, the thing too is it's like it makes me feel like people aren't even aware of how crazy just the mundane realities of their existence are. Like,
Literally.
dude, you are surrounded by shit that if any electrical thing goes wrong in your building, that shit's in flames, dude.
Yeah, electrical fires, those shits are wild.
Like, electrical fires
dude.
are crazy scary, and we're surrounded by electricity all the fucking time.
Literally insane. We have cars. Cars. You understand what a fucking car? A car is a metal horse that goes very fast and can explode and has a computer in it.
In fact, is exploding.
Yeah, it's basically
all the time as
Like
you're
internal
using
combustion
it.
system. Yeah, like it's
It's a missile.
We are.
It's all scary. Technology is all fucking. If you really like boil everything down to like what it is, everything's terrifying.
Thinking of
Plumbing is crazy.
Thinking of the idea of fucking, we have cell phones that we do all of our commerce on. The idea of someone taking that information is terrifying as well. It's people. It's. This is where I get to the point where I'm like, dude, I need to gain a immense amount of power. I need to be the Homelander of the universe.
You need to be the Homelander of the
Because
universe.
I know I'm not the smartest, right? I know I'm not the smartest. I know I don't know everything, right?
Say that again.
But I feel like I'm done asking, you know? I'm at the point where I'm done asking.
You're ready to take.
I'm like, all right, dude.
We should move on to We
Yeah.
should move on to questions now that we're done with that hilarious.
Nah,
bit.
dude. I'm gonna figure it out, bro. And I'm gonna be like, look, guys, I'm sorry, but we're doing this now. Somebody's, no, we're not. I flew up to them and I just slapped their head off.
Did you see that he was dropped from the
like
from
that.
the 49ers or whatever? Which I didn't even realize he had anything to do with them.
Who's that?
DrDisRespect.
He was like an owner of it or something?
I don't know. I got
I
no fucking idea.
think he did a tryout for some sort of tryout bullshit or something like that.
He did like a collab with them or something, and they dropped, or like he was like, I don't know.
Oh, he did? I didn't know. I didn't hear about that.
I don't care about what is it? Hockey?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, it's cricket.
football. It's football.
cricket.
It's football.
It's cricket.
The right
It's
one or the wrong one?
It's
The wrong one.
It's
the ours one, not the this one.
Le football americano.
Wait, ours, but not this one?
Yeah.
What do you
the
mean?
Ours. You speak Spanish. It's football is the kick one.
Do you
No,
know
I understand,
Do you
but
know
like-
there's a cricket game on Steam? Like Cricket 24?
Like about crickets?
Like yeah. It's cricket's playing it's cricket playing the game cricket.
Have you ever played cricket before?
No,
No,
what am I gay?
Whoa, okay.
What's that?
Only gay people play cricket, famously.
Jamaicans can't be gay and they play cricket. It's impossible.
No, see-
I can't be gay.
No,
all
what
of my
is-
homosexual acts are
every
nullified because I'm Jamaican.
What is cricket? Explain cricket to me.
Cricket is like baseball,
but gay.
but
like basically. Just
but
watch
more
it.
barbaric. Technically, it's like less evolved baseball, but it's the people
Is
that
it like
play
baseball but with like tackling?
No, it's with stupid
It's
weird
pallets.
cricket
It's like
bats.
pallets, and you kind of hit underhand, and then people catch the fucking stone cricket fucking ball with their bare hands, and if that man slaps you, he'll dig into your back and take some of it with you. It's fucking insane,
It's
dude.
a terrible game. I'll just tell you that.
It's not.
There's a lot of
it's
those
dumb.
sports.
And you gotta hit it through like a fucking. You gotta hit it through like some sort of little fucking.
Yeah, it's like
hoop
the
thing.
croquet thing. It's fucking stupid.
It's like croquet and
stupid.
baseball kind of had a baby.
I don't like the. You see, there's certain sports that remind me of like. Okay, so you have Islam, you have Christianity, you have Judaism.
Sure.
And
starters.
then you got baseball, football, basketball, and then you have like Jehovah's Witness.
That's Christianity still. Right?
Yeah, but it's like
The offshoots, yeah.
that's like to me what like lacrosse
Yeah.
and cricket.
Lacrosse has always bothered me.
What the fuck is that? With that
Lacrosse
gross
bothered
like
me because of the-
codpiece shaped
yeah,
fucking
this-
thing.
The only thing about lacrosse that bothered me is that the lacrosse players are always magnanimous cunts. That part always bothered me. Every lacrosse player I ever knew was a fucking absolute twat.
You know they
that's a big
fucking
word.
You know the Native
Magnanimous?
Americans.
Thanks.
The Native
I tried.
Americans.
I don't know what it means.
The natives, they started lacrosse. They actually invented the game, and then the whites
Fuck
stole
you,
it from
grandma.
them. The whites stole it
Fuck you,
from
grandma,
them.
and your people. Look what you guys did. You made another dumb thing.
Like, let us.
Runs with dark skin. Fucking, I hate you.
Everything we've done is now justified because you made it look right.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, let's get on to some questions.
I'm kidding, grandma. I love y'all.
FYI, it's been almost a year and Mama JF is still missing Rodin.
True.
Says greetings. Is there anything you fear you might not be able to do anymore as you get much older? I myself fear that I might not be able to play video games like I used to, arthritis, slow reaction time, etc., or give up on food I love but my stomach can no longer handle. Have a good one.
Well, the video game thing already started for me. It started a little while ago.
Do you think so?
Yeah. I'm smarter now, but I don't got the Twitch anymore.
Yeah, I haven't played like ranked or like genuine like competitive first person shooters in a while because I've been on like a single player kick.
I'm smarter. Like my brain, I can facilitate strategies better.
Like even just like
set up, but like I can't. You gotta get your gun out real quick and blow somebody's head off. I can't do that shit no more, bro. I can't even do it in Red Dead, and that shit does it for you.
I wonder if I could do it. Like I don't know. I have to imagine that my skills have deteriorated. Like I'm definitely no way I'm near. There's no shot I am as good at Halo today as I used to be, even like 5 years ago. No shot.
Even today at the gym, dude. I've been like trying to get myself in a healthier shape because just in general to live longer, and I've been doing like backward treadmill shit to get my legs, just for your legs, like backwards.
I hate that shit.
It fucking hurts. I didn't know why. I don't know. I was like, I've walked backwards before and it didn't fucking burn. But for some reason, that shit hurt like fucking hell. And I've been doing like this shit to get myself in better shape because I started physical therapy like a week or two ago. So like I'm doing that and I'm like, bro, can I really run still?
When was the last time you ran?
A while.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
like,
the weird
ran.
thing. But it's also not ran, but sprinted.
I can jog.
Can you sprint?
Right. No, but when's the last time you fucking
I don't
sprinted?
remember
like
last time.
Maximum speed.
Maybe like 3-4 years ago. Like maybe like 45 pounds less. 50 pounds less.
I think that is average. I think most people have zero reason to sprint, so they don't.
Because dude, my friend
I sprint for no reason.
My cousin made a serious question. He was like, when is the last? I asked somebody over 25, like, for was last time they sprinted? Like, they needed to sprint.
Yeah, you have no reason to sprint unless you're running for your life. Like, why are you sprinting?
Why am I doing that in the lovely town I live in right now?
Well, I was at like I remember at like I think it was my cousin's graduation party. It was like a family thing, and like all the kids were like playing. They were like harassing everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, Chris, go play with the kids. And I was like, I don't want to play with kids. I got. What am I gonna? There's nothing. I can't do that. Also, I'm tired. And they're like, no, dude, play tag with them. And I was like, all right, fine. And so I went over and entertained them. And I was playing tag with them, and so I was sprinting like crazy. And that was like a couple months ago. But also, I just like generally like sometimes I will walk to like downtown Burbank, and then I will walk back, and at a certain point, I just kind of start running. Just because like I probably should.
What are you running from?
I'm just running because it's just like, oh.
But what are you running from though? Like, I get you. What are you running from?
Yeah.
You get scared and you're like, I should probably get running now because they've been watching me walk this long.
No, something just kind of kicks in where I'm like, I'm outside. I have a very sedentary existence as like a content creator, editor, podcast person. I don't really get out much. I don't really go to the gym really anymore. I might as well do this because I'm out and can. As opposed to like if I'm in my room, I'm like, I'm not going to go out to do it. I'm already here, outside.
That's what I've been trying to like, that's because me is like, staying mobile is the problem, right? Because the sedentary life we live is just unnecessary.
Just walk.
Just
walk.
Oh no,
places.
I do. I'm doing that all the time. Like I walk in the mornings before I wake. I wake up, walk in the mornings, take a shower real quick. I go to the gym like 2 days a week. I want to go more.
Wait. You can't count walking to take a shower.
No, I go for like I walk all the way down to the town center.
That's not what he said.
No, I don't walk to the shower and I'm like, God, that was a good walk. I don't walk out of my bedroom and then walk into the next room. I walk to the town center. I walk back. I usually I do a bunch of kettlebell shit because my main focus is that I think my back has gotten weak because I have so much weight on my stomach.
Yeah.
So what I do is
Yeah.
What?
I guess so what I do is I do like a lot of back exercise. I'm doing like deadlifts, kettlebell stuff, just get my back stronger before I even go to work out. You know, I do that like something pretty thing every day. And then like I work out, so I say I want to get to 3 times a day, but like fucking waking up early and going, even though the gym is right next to me, waking up early and then going to the gym, I drain myself for the early parts of the day, and I'm just kind of fucking sap.
Well, you also don't use caffeine, which is insane to me. I
don't like it, man.
I don't know,
like how it makes you feel.
You don't have to use it to make you feel bad. I use it to level me out.
For me, when I ingest caffeine, right? You know, in video games, you get like the like infinite bar of stamina, and it's like burning. That's how I feel. I feel like there's fire in my veins.
I feel like that is psychological.
Oh, it has to be. Duh.
But
that's not how. Well, granted, ADHD kind of like I've heard that like if you have ADHD, caffeine really doesn't do anything to you. So I've never really noticed an effect from caffeine at all.
For me, it's like I feel like I have energy that's not mine, and I feel gross.
I think if you do 300 milligrams, you'll notice something.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, from like a cup of coffee that like, some people will have a cup of coffee and they'll feel, ooh. And I'm like, I can't
I feel
possibly
like
believe
those
that's
people,
true.
I think that I also feel like that's psychological as well. Cause
fake as fuck.
If you consistently just have a cup of coffee, that amount of caffeine is not going to do anything to you. You're going to get used to it immediately.
Right.
So it's just like a ritual thing to make you feel better that there's just coffee in your system.
Also, they're addicted to it, literally. So that's another thing.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Well,
I do get caffeine headaches.
You'll know. Yeah, that's the thing.
do.
If you get the withdrawals, then you'll know you're addicted. Like, say, if you go like 2 days without having a cup of coffee, and if you start getting a fucking headache, you're like,
I worked
have
at
that.
Starbucks, and
That's-
I've seen
that.
people not get their coffee, and they start acting different.
yeah.
And I'm like, yo,
They turn to I'm Alex when they don't get their coffee.
give me my fucking coffee. yeah. Like I don't drink enough caffeine to do it. I still don't because even though like this energy drink has 300 milligrams, I sip on it slowly. So all it is just for me to sustain. It's just like because people who pound their coffee, they pound their energy drinks, and they get wired, and then they fucking get all like fucked up afterwards. The only benefit of pounding it is the focus. You enter a state of that's kind of scary, where like it would probably be the state of like, say you're starving and you need to focus on like getting food, and then you'll get in this new state that is like hyper focus. There's a weird hyper focus
the ascension, bro. It's like
where it's because you like it's time to hunt essentially.
you
And
know,
so
Kratos activates this fucking rage when he's like,
it's a weird feeling because I'll even have like say for example, I get lazy. Like I'm on TRT and I just
"You good?"
No, you're good.
you getting fucked up?
Huh?
You
Yeah.
getting fucked up? You
That's
good?
what I was feeling. It's like, well, the answer to the question is like, dude, I wonder about my hands.
Oh, yeah, what about your hand?
Yeah.
Do
There's
we?
no more fire in there, man. The fire's gone from my fucking gamer side. I can't even play fighting games like that anymore, man.
I think.
Well, fighting games are more like thumb oriented, so I'm kind of okay with that. Because I don't really use my thumb really for video games,
It's the
really,
reaction
outside of like
time for me,
the
man.
the joysticks. It's like it's really like the. Oh God. I gotta fucking see somebody about that.
we also like probably figured something out to
What do you
if you're not fit, your shit's not feeling good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we got to figure something out, like to not.
But it should be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably should go to the doctor about it, but whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, let them cut you open, fucking loosen your shit up, fucking retighten it, and then you're fucking good.
Well, so that's the one thing I'm not too worried about. Like, I think there's this awkward state where I think we're gonna be the last. We're gonna be the last generation that's gonna have to worry about stuff like this because the technology that's gonna be available by the time we're old, I think is gonna basically make us like godly.
Yeah, but we will be too late for that.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
We'll
if
get some of it.
like,
We don't get all of it.
I think I think by the time we're like actually old, we'll be able to experience all of it. It's like old people experiencing like fucking smartphones and shit.
Yeah.
like they'll get it, just kind of late. But like as we're going through our 50s and shit, we're not gonna get the best stuff. Like there's gonna be by the time we're like in our 50s, there's probably gonna be a cancer vaccine. And then cancer is going to be
I think
like
we'll probably,
relatively nothing.
We'll probably have like really reliable like robot you know what I mean? Like I feel like by the time we're like very old, we'll probably be able to reliably replace limbs with like limbs that are probably way better
That's
than the
gonna
ones
be
that we've
awesome,
replaced.
dude.
But you know, I don't think we're not gonna have like that stem cell stuff that like makes your hand better. You know what I mean?
We're probably gonna have like universal medicines. I feel like that's something we're gonna probably be able to see in our lifetime. Like universal medicines, like this will work for like your like this will work for probably anybody.
You mean like something that just like it fixes like everything?
You medicines that like you don't have to worry about your blood type, exactly things like that. But like this will be able to help you. Period.
Oh,
You have to think
I
about
see.
blood type with medicines.
Some things like that. You have to like worry about your blood type. Or,
I
like,
take every pill that I have once in like one big.
Do you like crush them all up together and then
No.
like,
and then I put it in
No,
water and
no.
I shake it up in my shaker and I just drink that and then fall asleep.
I take one Tylenol, one Motrin, one swig of NyQuil.
I like that.
I go to the gas station, I buy one of every rhino pill, I take it, and then I go home and I fucking hump my floor until there's a hole in it.
Yeah, I do the similar thing, but
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard about.
Just hump the hole into my
I fight the boner.
You
And
trying to keep it down?
That's where you that's when you know that's when you know you've ascended. That's when you know you've ascended when you have
stronger.
extreme self-control. I've taken a 30 pack of Cialis. I've taken a 30-pack of the Viagra,
You
whatever.
take Extends and you make your dick not
and
grow.
I make it go in. I grow a pussy, dude. I'm like,
He's holding on to like a metal fucking thing and he's squishing it.
And he's starting to
molding
fucking
it.
bend.
And it's like, dude, put
so
on
disgusting. I hate that.
put on the gay porn.
That's gonna be
I'll
so.
fight it.
That's gonna be so terrible to listen
He's
to.
watching so much pornographic stimulation and he's just fighting it.
Stop. Let's move on to the next question. From the genie who lives in Pee Wee Herman's lube bottle. They wrote in. He says, "Hey, you three. Who's the king of suicide?
whoa.
The king of suicide?
Keep up the laughs."
Cobain, if he did it.
Did you see, by the way? I guess I can believe that we didn't talk about this. It's not really that big of a story.
Yeah.
But the Taylor Swift thing.
Oh,
Where,
with Dave Grohl.
So Dave Grohl went on stage. I don't remember what was it. He was like at some stage and he was talking about like he was like, I don't want the wrath of Taylor Swift, but
Yeah.
what was it that he said?
He was just saying something like, "This is the Errors tour. This is not like the Eras. This is the Errors tour. You know, because we make mistakes here. You know, because we play live.
Yeah, and then
Unlike
it's a cheeky little.
So yeah,
fucking-
he was kind of
And
like
they came for him?
Well, they were just I don't know. People, dude, Taylor Swift fans are freaks, man.
Swifties go hard, but
It's because her fan base is young women.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
They are the best fans to acquire. They are the best fans.
they're most diehard.
They will ignore fuck shit. They will ignore fuck shit and they will defend you all the time.
Yeah, they'll
That
buy
is
all of
why-
your merch.
That is why young women are the best, bro.
It's
Yeah.
young women, young women and girl, and old men are the most like old. Like
Past 50s?
past 50s.
Yeah.
Reliable.
Ride or die.
Because they got money. They got the income. They'll be like, I'll buy 8 Ben Shapiro shirts. Why the fuck not?
Why not?
They take a selfie
He
with
really
their
sees me.
with their fucking shades and the hat in the truck.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the driver's seat. It's always that
In
person.
his
It's
truck,
always
in his
that
truck he
fucking-
worked hard for, that his dad bought, that his dad gave him his first job
Yeah.
at the Cotton Club, for Country Club that his dad owns.
100%.
Cotton Club?
The Cotton Club, sorry.
The Cotton Club.
They were plantations, but now they're country clubs.
That's true.
Now
Yeah.
they're country clubs.
Yeah,
Have you
but
ever been to a country club?
Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
that's a weird thing to say, of course.
Yeah.
I've never been to a country club.
I mean, they're horrible.
I've absolutely never been to a country club.
I think I've driven past them.
I've been to like 2. They're terrible experiences.
Yeah, look, the idea of me stepping foot in one is so foreign to me
Terrible
that
experiences,
you'd be
yeah.
like,
The turrets would pop up.
yeah, they probably. I'm sure they would identify.
When I
yourself.
walked in, they were like, "You don't have a uniform on." I was like, "I want to go home."
They'd arrest you immediately. That's
put
crazy.
uniforms on?
I went with they thought I was help.
yeah.
I thought I was.
Excuse me, boy.
I don't know. I've never been to one of the. I thought
Excuse
like,
me, boy.
I thought you were implying that like the members have like a cult type thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
One of my ex-girlfriends, her dad used to go to one, and he brought me to it. Good guy, really, actually nice dude. But he just, he was rich, so he kind of just brought me there. Yeah. And then my grandmother went to one for some other random reason. She was like, "You're coming with me," and I was like, "Can you please bring Eric?" And she was like, "Nope, you're coming." And I was like, "Well."
I always hated being dragged along to things like that.
That was my whole life growing up. You know how many times I went to Yankee Stadium over Yankee Stadium to do shit with my grandmother because other ones just weren't around, and she was like, "Yeah, that one's there. Come with me." And I'm like, "Grandma, I want to play Catch Spyro," and she's like, "So."
Honestly,
So
I'm very jealous of kids today in the sense of just like even just like something like the Switch or the Steam Deck, dude. Oh my god.
Well, we had our Game Boys.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
They were adequate.
Come on.
They were adequate for us at the time. If we had that back then,
Dude, even at the time,
we'd
for
be
me-
lost.
Well-
we would have. Our parents would have tried to get us up, and it wouldn't have worked.
Can I say something?
They would have tried to snap us out. We'd be like, "I can't get out. I'm inside."
This might be probably like a kind of controversial statement, but I kind of don't think there's this. Like, if I had to name like top 100 games of all time, none of them would be Game Boy or Game Boy Advance games at all.
I think that's your opinion.
Right. Well, yeah,
That's your
of
opinion.
course.
I think it's wrong.
I'm saying it. Of
I
course
think it's
my
very
opinion.
wrong. I think it's very wrong. But that's your opinion.
Because even at the time, I remember feeling like this feels like a fucking Mystic Game & Watch in comparison to the shit that I've got in my room. Like, why the fuck would I?
It was
why would
less.
I engage with this?
Well,
Well-
you're there for a different experience. You're there for like people like a lot of people like that played Pokemon probably say Pokemon games.
Well, Pokemon was that was like the only exception.
People
really.
say Pokemon. People say Metroid Fusion and stuff like that. People would say like
I think
some
Link's
of the
Awakening.
Dragon Quest,
Link's Awakening. I actually just bought that again because I found
on the Switch.
Yeah, no. I have a DS Lite.
Oh,
and so
that Switch remake's really good. Actually,
it's a great game. The DS Lite is such a small console. It's like me holding that console makes me scared.
It's kind of nice
because
to, like,
my hand is much bigger than.
It's kind of nice to like put my penis in, like and kind of fold it
in
over.
the DS. Yeah.
That one squeeze. Yeah, we get really hard. It's like what's gonna give first, and then you. And you close it. And you're like, uh-oh.
Close it.
Like, uh-oh.
And you're like stuck. And you're like, shit.
I fucking played too much again. And look, I gotta go to the doctor.
What am I gonna tell my girl?
With my flat cock again.
You did it again. So you got it out.
No, well, yeah, but I flattened my cock multiple times.
I flattened my cock multiple times a day. Thank you.
What I do is I put my hard cock on the ironing board, right, and then I put the iron, and then I start stacking things on the iron.
I like that.
Let's see which gives first.
That's
usually it's the ironing board, but sometimes it's my cock.
Do you turn on the iron?
Of course. Of course. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Now, let me ask you this. Your favorite games on the Game Boy Advanced and Game Boy?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the best place to play them, is it? Like if you could play those on a Switch or something.
Oh, dude, if I could play Pokemon Heart Gold on the Switch, that'd be amazing.
Right, because it would be way better.
Sure.
Yeah, but we still had what we had.
The vast majority of games, even when they made I remember
the Game Boy Advance ports of like the good game, like Spider-Man 2, Game Boy Advance.
Dude,
it's a side scroller, and you're like, this is terrible.
I played that game, and I remember liking it, and then I remember I came back to it years later, and I was like, this. I mean, it's technically impressive, I guess, but like this sucks.
Dude, those things look like ass.
It is not fun to play at all. I remember the swinging because there was like a mini game in that game specifically where you would like swing through the city in 3D, and it. Look, everybody at home, look up Spider-Man Game Boy Advanced game, and just scroll through until you see a baffling image. It is the most. I'm pretty sure I made it through that game completely by chance because I don't know if I was doing that right at all.
Yeah,
it's obviously there was like.
Also got that Norman Osborn that we used to make fun of.
Yeah, that shit was great.
Marvel Nemesis on the fucking Game Boy Advance.
Oh my god.
I can't even imagine.
They had that?
I think it was on the Game Boy Advance.
It probably was.
They ported game. That was in a weird
Rise
time.
of the Imperfects was on the Game Boy. Was that Nemesis?
Marvel Nemesis.
Rise of the Imperfects?
That's Marvel Nemesis. Rise of the Imperfects.
Yeah.
Dude, that was at that
Game
time.
Game Boy Advance. Freaking what's it called? The other one, the other Marvel game.
I don't know.
Whatever. Bullshit.
It was on the Engage also. Like there were so many ports of the same game that were not the same. Like today we have like Breath of the Wild on Wii U and Breath of the Wild on Switch, but they're the same game. Like it's the same video game, like fundamentally. Like it just kind of looks a little bit worse.
For sure.
And the resolution is lower. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's modern day ports. But like in like 2003, 2004, you had like the Xbox and PS2 versions of Spider-Man 2. Then you had the PC version of Spider-Man 2, which was a different game entirely from a different studio. And then you had the PSP version of Spider-Man 2, which was a reskin of Spider-Man 1, or for the PSP, I mean, which was a reskin of Spider-Man 1 made to make sense in Spider-Man 2.
That's funny.
There was one for the Engage that I'm pretty sure was just like a mobile phone game. There were so many versions of the same game back then.
It's because I'm
wild.
Right now I'm playing Force Awakens, right? And I'm playing Force Awakens 2, right? And I played the PSP version of it.
You played the PSP? How was that?
Oh, dog shit, dude. Dog shit. After I moved, I lost my PS2, so I didn't have a PS2. I just had my PSP. So I only had a PS. My cousin had a 360, but if I played it, he'd beat my ass. Still played it.
Yeah.
But then I also had.
What a gross way to experience that.
Oh, dude, it's terrible. It's horrible. But then just the way video games would be, where it'd be like now, I can play this real ass I can play Elden Ring on my Steam Deck. I can go outside and play anywhere. I can play Baldur's Gate on my Steam Deck. It might not be optimal, but you still can play it.
But still, you can play
I can't believe how well Elden Ring runs on a Steam Deck.
It runs better than it should.
To me.
It runs better than it should, but not as good as it would on PC or console, but way better.
But I've played it I'm a real.
Is it still 60?
No, but it's not. No, it's weird. Like I'm really anal about that stuff. Like the frame rates. Like I can't. It's really difficult for me to play anything at 30, but like playing Elden Ring on a Steam Deck at 30 feels way better than it should.
It's 30 on there, really?
Yeah, I mean it must be. I stream it from my PC too sometimes, so it's usually like when I do it from home, it's like 60.
I haven't played it on PC at all. I haven't played it on Steam Deck. Steam Deck, I use it for like, it's pretty much another Switch. I just use anything like I can't get on the Switch on the Steam Deck.
I can't justify buying one. A Steam Deck.
Yeah,
I just can't
It is really expensive, and if it's not a gift, don't get it.
That's what I mean. Like
it's not a gift,
if it was gifted me, it was the same thing with Switch. Like I bought a Switch when it first came out, but I sold it because it was another thing where I'm like, I am not a handheld gamer. Like I haven't been in a very long time.
Okay, here's the thing about that.
Yeah,
I believe that you think that because I felt that way too. I felt like almost for the most. I think really the PSP was the only handheld console that I really really loved, and that was because I was getting like. When that came out, you were getting like PS2 Xbox quality shit on it. It's just like that's kind of insane if you really think about it. But like the Vita, the Switch, nothing really on here. The Steam Deck is crazy to the point where like I didn't buy my Steam Deck; it was gifted by a fan. Thank you if you're still listening. But like
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
They just gave you a Steam Deck?
Yeah, well, they were like, I have an extra one from some bullshit. I was like, absolutely send that to me. Because like, why the fuck would I turn that down?
I got mine for Christmas. I was like, Willie, I want a Steam Deck. And she bought me one.
So I'm the only nigga that hasn't gotten one gifted to me.
But here's the thing about that. I would have never bought it.
Yeah.
Before I had it.
What's going on
now
here?
though, if I dropped my Steam Deck and it exploded, I would buy another one the day.
I would cry. I would cry
because what changes is like on the Switch. What's on the Switch that you would play?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Pikmin?
No,
you know what I mean? Like, there's
what if there was a hardcore Pikmin player, like, for real?
Oh my God, Pikmin 4!
like the trailer comes up, he jumps out of his seat, runs out the room, watches it, like, sitting down, like, on his stomach, with his hands and his legs, like, waving back and forth. And he's like, oh my God! He goes back in, my bad, guys, sits down.
I just completely invalidated his taste in, like, a second. Like, I sniped his taste immediately.
He's like, oh my God. He's just, my bad, guys.
It makes a difference.
I hear what you're saying because you're absolutely right about that. Yeah.
Like, imagine your entire library on Steam.
Yeah.
But you can play it in bed as you go to sleep. You know
yeah,
what I mean? That's the shit that really changed it for me.
I hacked mine, right? I like, so pretty much right now, I have files from SNES, Game Boy Advance, PSP, PlayStation.
You got everything on there.
Up to PS3 games.
Yeah.
That's absolutely insane. Because they all run better than they ever ran on anything else.
Yeah.
And it's wild. I was playing, what game was I playing recently? I was playing Crysis 3 on it.
That's
and I
crazy,
was like,
actually. What
the fuck is going on, dude?
That's funny.
How is Crysis? I can't remember. I played the multiplayer beta for Crysis.
That game's stupid. It's a dumbass fucking game. It's a dumb game. But like, it's.
I remember they were showcasing like a bow and arrow mostly, and I was like,
the bow and arrow was cool. It was a cool bow and arrow, but it's like, this game is dumb.
It turned me off, I'm be honest, because I was like, oh, I'm this sweet nanotech thing, and I have a fucking bow and
arrow.
arrow.
It was a nanotech bow and arrow that blew up.
It just sounds so like I'm going backwards. I'm sorry. I'm sure it was fun.
I get that. I like bow and arrows though.
Yeah. Like I was playing like Pokemon Fire Red on there, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like what else have I played? I've played.
Well, the thing to me was just like even just something like Elden Ring, like just the fact that you could play something like that, like, and when you stream it from your PC, if you have a good internet connection and you're not that far from your router, it's insane.
It runs very well
because you're just getting 60 frames, like 4K basically on the screen, and it runs fucking flawlessly. And you're like, this is and your entire Steam library, and that's. Look, I don't know. Definitely, I would
but
say
they cost too much.
I would have to expect
very expensive.
So
I would say wait.
Here's the thing:
if you're ever going to buy,
so y'all got yours gifted. Who's gonna step up and gift me one?
Yeah. Honestly, y'all gotta right?
Somebody's got to get me, and then I'll send you some weird shit back.
Some weird shit.
We'll discuss the terms, but
I'll send you a used condom back, bro.
Hit Derek up on Twitch Whispers.
Yeah. Contact me on Twitch. My Twitch account that I can't even remember the last time I've logged into it.
You don't even have the password anymore.
I'm sure I'd have to reset it because I don't remember.
Hey yo, hit me up with a whisper.
With a whisper at me.
Whisper at me.
Yeah.
Dude,
that is weird. That's like Locals, that fucking app that I think Dave Rubin started. It was like it's called Locals.
He started an app?
Yeah, there's like one of those, because they're all like, oh,
Fucking
Twitter's
nerd.
Gay, everything sucks, like I'm gay too, so I gotta leave. And then he was like,
I'm gay too, so I gotta get out of
he was
here.
like, so he was like, oh, I'm gonna start one thing called Locals. And then I was like, is that a fuck site? Because that's what it sounds like.
That sounds like it kind of.
Every time I bring up Day Room, I can't help but remember the picture of you on this fucking show.
Oh, yeah.
And like how not like you that picture looks.
Oh, because there was like
Same thing
a
with me.
thumbnail.
I don't look-
Where
I
I'm
don't-
like, oh,
I saw that shit. I was like, why does Derek look like
was like,
that? I
what
know him.
piece of shit use that as the thumbnail. I'm like,
The photo of me on that show looks very, very different
You
too.
look like
I don't-
you look like Ellen DeGeneres. You don't even look like yourself. I'm
Yeah,
like,
my hair's-
why does it look like
My hair
that's
is-
not how Chris looks. He
not.
lives with me.
my hair is blonde in
Yeah,
that image,
yeah.
and it's like I'm so thin. It's weird.
I remember seeing that shit,
shit.
and being like, I live in the same house as him. He doesn't look
Yes.
like that. He looks sick.
do you
Well,
remember?
well, when we went on, I don't know if they did this with you. They put you in the makeup room.
I didn't do makeup.
They forced me to do makeup.
They put a shiny thing on me.
right.
I was
They
like,
glossed you up?
Yeah, because I was like, hey man, like I already look smooth enough. Like I'm fucking in my late 20s, I think at that time, and I look like a kid already. Like I don't need to look smoother. Like, all right, we're just gonna put this shimmery thing, and it made me look like a fucking baby. They put some shiny shit on me, and I'm like, do you not understand that I look like I'm fucking 18 already? I don't need anything to make me look younger.
That shit.
'Cause
That is my favorite image of you, Derek. Like, I have a lot of fucked images of myself, but there's at least one of you.
Motherfuckers were like,
that
you
we
look like
have.
poggers, and I'm like, yeah, well, I can't fucking. And I was like, well, there's nothing I can do about that. They selected it, and that.
At what moment were your face like? That's what I'm trying to figure. Like, what
Like,
moment
when
you like?
was that? When I was like, oh, I'm like, I don't know, dude. Real quick, Chris, I got in my recommended. There was I completely forgot this guy existed. Do you remember who Uncle Adams is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot. So I saw a thumbnail that showed you and Fantano, and I was like, what the fuck?
I remember
Yeah.
that.
And I was like, I literally completely forgot about that. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it just showed up in my, and I clicked on it, and then they featured that his, like, it was going through his whole era, and then it featured, because I was like, when is he, I'm gaming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll put this on in the background. I'm like, when is this going to get to, because you guys are in the thumbnail, so I'm thinking you're going to be a big part of it. And I was like, when is it going to get to them? And then it turns out, I was like, oh, when he got really upset when you guys were critiquing him.
Yeah.
It was funny, and it just made me think like, wow, look
happened
how
when
young you look. You look like
when
it's
you-
really
weird,
When you
yeah.
hung out with Fantano for the video, I remember that you went over and you did like a video with him. You guys said cunt a bunch of times, right?
I don't remember.
It was like, then I was
Oh
like,
no,
this
no.
is-
Well, that was for that is the plan.
yeah.
For that
yeah,
meme channel
yeah.
that he had. That I'm so sad that all that stuff's gone because a lot of it was really good.
there was some cool stuff on there for
There's some
sure.
cool stuff, but yeah, we did like a remake. He had like an editor who was like a YouTube poop kind of guy, and he just like made this crazy edit of me saying cunt a million times. I had it saved for a while, but then it's on. It might be at my computer in New York, actually.
That's why.
I definitely have that video of
I
the.
miss old school Fantano, the meme, because I think he is a very funny fucking
He
guy.
still has the same sense of humor. You'll still see it in spurts, but he because of that fader thing.
The fader thing.
yeah,
was really,
he's like, I can't do this shit anymore.
I just want to be careful. Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, his fucking Fantano channel is. I mean, it's
doing super well.
It's doing incredibly
the
well.
biggest music channel probably on the platform, man.
Like there's the needle drop where he releases the interviews, but then he has the Fantano of this his personal channel, which they upload just as frequently, but that it's cool to see that channel doing pretty much just as well as the needle drop, but technically better because there's a lot of the reviews that just go by the wayside, but then there's the big reviews. Like every single time there's a not good, I'm watching it immediately.
Yeah.
Anytime you see not good, I don't even care what the artist is. I'm immediately
Yeah,
clicking
me too.
on
Right?
it.
They're entertaining.
Yeah.
I miss that. The era was like, look, I don't love that era of time because I feel like that era of time was very like contentious.
Yeah.
There was a lot of arguments going on, a lot of miscommunication that led to like really just dumb shit happening. But I feel like that era of time, I feel like content was genuinely more fun. Like everybody was just having fun.
Well, it was also
making
just
shit.
more genuine, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
people
Genuine,
were
fun.
actually making what they wanted to make, and they could because the algorithm kind of permitted everything. And so because
that led to some crazy shit getting through. Don't get me wrong.
Well, yeah, but even the crazy shit that went through, it still wasn't like Live Leak. It wasn't like Twitter is now.
It wasn't like in cities, but it was like the fucking hair cake, and like that. Don't get me wrong, that era was great.
The hair cake is great.
That era was great.
I argue there's really nothing offensive about the hair cake at all.
No, there's nothing around it. It's
just literally
gross.
It's modern. It was like
funny.
It was contemporary Jackass, really. Is what it was.
Sure.
And so like, yeah, I think what happened was the adpocalypse happened, and ultimately what happened is like you could get away with a lot on YouTube, and it was like very, very open, and so because of that, anybody who had talent and had something that they cared about could potentially, like, if they could make things entertaining, they could succeed doing whatever it is that they had a specific interest in.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of people who were into very, very niche things, doing like very, very interesting, a lot of interesting stuff. And then what happened was the apocalypse happened, and suddenly there was like a very strict line.
Yeah.
And so what happened was it's like, okay, well, now I can really only do this, this, and this. Where the fuck do I go? And you could see it with like political people who were previously a little bit more, even keeled and a little bit more like rational, where it's just like, well, fuck, I'm losing a lot of revenue here. How do I make up for that? Oh, I gotta pander.
Yeah.
Because if I pander, then I get a lot of merch. I get a lot of people thinking I'm like a warrior. A lot of like zealous support.
Yeah.
Because that's what you need to supplant that. Like if you couldn't get like the algorithmic bump or even just like the basic AdSense revenue that you would have normally got, you have to supplement that with like audience support. And how do you get audience support? You pander to them, and you hit that nail in their brains that make them think that you're very important.
This person's willing to stand up for what I believe in exclusively. Yep. It's unfortunate.
I swear.
And I care about you.
Yeah, and I swear to God, this is not just like a rewriting of history. Very few, if anybody, was like that. There was very little of that going on the platform. And the people who were doing that were people who were like on like networks and stuff. Yeah. It was like MTV or like, and then suddenly like all the individuals started doing that because like they needed it. All their ad rev went away. And so it's like, well, we got to sell merch. How do we sell merch?
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
It sucks.
I don't know, man. Really think
PewDiePie fucked everything up.
Well, I think it was PewDiePie and it was the Viners. Those motherfuckers showing up.
Yeah.
But hold on.
Fucked up the space.
One of the things that was actually a really big blow that a lot of people forget, because it was the PewDiePie thing, the adpocalypse, and then there was Sargon. Because Sargon got kicked off of Patreon.
Yeah, but that was more of like insular stuff.
No, but what I mean by that, there was a lot of people that left, prominent people that left Patreon because of that. They went to Subscribestar and other fucking things.
Yeah, but look how that turned out.
Yeah, what I mean is people had no revenue anymore. There was adpocalypse, and then there was a lot of people's Patreons went down drastically.
Right,
where they were only that was their only bag, and they're like, what the fuck do I do now? And because, like, even me, the reason why I didn't panic was because I had enough sponsors at the time to where I'm like, oh, that sucks. I lost a significant amount of my Patreon, like a significant portion. I had only a fraction of people left. And they're like, I'll support you on Subscribestar. And I went on, but it was fucking stupid. And, like, I was like, I guess. And at a certain point, I just deleted it. But anyway, long story short, that was, just, I guess, piggybacking off of your main point.
I think that's truly what happened. I think people just saw it like, well, we need money.
Yeah.
So
thanks, Bridge.
What's the easiest way to do that?
Yeah.
You just kind of
just pander.
Yeah, pander.
Grift.
Everything's that Bridge's fault. Everything is that Bridge's fault.
Everything is that Bridge's fault.
We can trace back every terrible thing that's ever happened in the world to that Bridge.
It was that Bridge's fault, but it was also it was old media. Being jealous,
being like completely out of date,
and so fucking doing hit pieces on like Wall Street Journal, and then like Fader from Fantano, like these people being fucking assholes, and just because like they're not making as much money anymore because they're archaic essentially. And they had to like, let's take these people down a peg. I'm like, you guys are fucking, why not just fucking get in with the times, bitch?
It was so insidious. It was so like,
it's crazy.
Jesus, like really? Like, television's failing and newspaper aren't working. Let's screw them over. We know more people.
Bunch of fucks. Like when nobody
didn't even work really.
It didn't.
It just made what they perceived to be their enemy like 50 times stronger and way worse.
Yeah.
Also, like if they left it alone, they still wouldn't have lasted. But you would have had a way better internet as a result of it. And it's really all their fucking fault.
They harmed all the small people. Because obviously, no matter what PewDiePie was already fine. He could have retired already at that point. So fucking with his money didn't even mean anything. Where I'm like,
it in fact didn't mean anything.
Of course it didn't.
He still is one of the most popular. He still was able to just fuck off and go to Japan.
No, that nigga's just in Japan, just like
chilling, just being a dad in Japan.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
What if secretly
dude.
he's one of the people terrorizing Japan? Because you know how you've been hearing about them, their tourists. They're tourists are really fucking up Japan. It's him.
PewDiePie's going up on stage and they're doing a kimono dances and breaking him over his knee, just cracking him over his knee.
That is insane. Did you just insinuate PewDiePie going to Japan? Breaking the backs of Komodo dragons?
Kimono dancers. Kimono dancers.
Komodo dragons?
I thought you said
kimono dancers, not Komodo. That's crazy.
The image in my mind was him in Japan. Are there even Komodo dragons in Japan?
I think they're from like Southeast Asia.
They're on like
I don't
specific islands. I don't know exactly what's their specific region.
My image
you
of
know
it was
that
like
sound like that weird like snarl like bestial
it's like
sound
almost a
they make?
burp, yeah.
And they just snapping them in
He
half.
picks them up.
Imagine
Batman's them over his knee.
Yeah.
He bangs them over his leg, and he lifts it with no effort. Like it's trying to get away, but it's not moving.
They're afraid of him.
He's just like
he's doing it as PewDiePie, and that's his supervillain name.
They bite him and they try to toss him, and he just sucks it out and bites them back and kills them. And it's like Jesus Christ! Just grab one and just it's like effortless. He just grabs one and just
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about his demographic. That intro of his, like, think about like how interesting how it was where he started. He knew he was catering to fucking kids. So because like no self-respecting adult would ever find that amusing, right?
you'd be fucking amazed.
No, I would say
you'd be fucking amazed.
People who enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog and kids enjoyed that intro because when I saw that, I was like, "Fuck's that." You know, that was like my first thought. I was like, "The fuck's that?" It was probably like 2013, 2012 or something. And I was like,
yeah.
It actually him and KSI and all those people inspired me. I that's how I started my channel because my thing was like, I was like, I have way more charisma than these assholes. They're just laughing and reacting. They're not doing anything. Like they basically like say KSI. I loved his FIFA compilations
because
he was just like but he's just laughing, and I was like I could fucking do that. I was like, but then and then I got pulled into the I started seeing the beginning of the SJW
stuff,
shit.
Yeah.
It started getting weird. I was like, why is this in gaming? Literally, I was one of the people. I actually read articles. There's a lot of people that like to pretend. Like, oh, they were talking. What? Something happened?
No, you're good. Keep going.
Okay. There was a lot of people pretending they're like ethics in journal. Like, they didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. I actually would read articles at my job at Newegg. So you would go on like a Polygon, Games Radar, Rock, Paper, Shotgun, Kotaku. You go on all those articles and you would read the shit. And I started to notice, I'm like, this is weird. Why are they talking about fucking straight white people and all that? It was weird. I was like, I saw it happening in real time.
Everything is a straight white man's fault. Everything. Every single thing is a white man's fault.
I don't disagree. But I was just like, hey, this is weird. These aren't op-eds. That was the thing that was like weird to me. I was like, this is like, why am I hearing this like as if it's an opinion piece when it's a
swap switcheroo.
Are we swapping?
Yeah. There's not an outlet free for that, and it's about to run out of battery.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know what's happening. I was like scared for a second. I was like,
oh. Like for me personally, I never respected queer people, black people, white people, brown people, children, women, animals, the gods of the universe.
Nothing alive.
Anybody. I just never respected anybody.
Nothing alive.
And I'm glad everyone eventually wilts and dies like a flower because they deserve it. I'm gonna make it my life's goal to make everybody's day worse.
Facts.
Always.
Facts.
And no one can stop me.
I actually agree with that. I was just talking to JoJo yesterday. I was like, you know what, dude? World just needs to implode. I was like, world just needs to implode. Like, we're at the point where everything we were just talking about, the DrDisRespect and how like we can't believe that these people were.
I don't think we're nuclear yet. I think very much.
How much
so,
further do we have to go?
I think very much so that could happen. I think we can go nuclear if we wanted to.
Like, I just mean like things need to get much worse before they get better. Is what I mean. And I just feel like we're at this point where I'm like, dude, we can't. We're at a point where things need to get so bad to where people start realizing like, oh, yeah, like we've been had. Nothing like no one. You know what I mean?
I think what's gonna happen is this, right?
Yeah,
we're gonna go maybe 10 more years, right?
10 more. That's not enough.
10 more years. No, 10 more years. 10 more years. No, 10 more years. Really bad, really bad natural disaster.
I don't want to deal with
that's gonna cause it. It's gonna be a horrible natural disaster, like some shit that's like genuine. You can't even laugh at.
Look, man, this is what I want. This is what I want. I want Trump to win. I want Trump and then he's literally gonna send people to rob everyone like physically. He's gonna actually have people go into their pockets and rob everyone, so everyone literally has no money. And so finally society collapses, and then we can figure out that like, oh, these niggas have been robbing us the entire time, but it took them physically to rob them to understand it.
Well, you know what I think the biggest the biggest hurdle to that is? All of our money isn't real anymore.
Well, so
you know what I mean? Like in the
money hasn't been real for a long time, though. For a long time,
in our lifetime, yeah. But like in the same way,
since money became paper.
No, you understand?
I don't know what you're saying. Like
you could in like the early like 1800s just rob a bank,
right?
You can't do that anyway. Even like beyond just the security aspect of it. They don't. There's nothing there, dude. They don't got anything there. It's all fucking. Really. It's all fucking fake.
You're right. So basically, what? So okay, I'll let me take a step back. Trump wins, and then he hires the biggest nerds to hack into every single person's bank account.
You're a fucking nerd. Come work for me.
Every nerd. Hey, nerd, come here. I'm gonna hack the entire.
Hello, nerd.
I can't wait until everybody's like, we're gonna eat the rich, and I go and I grab Nancy Pelosi and I open my mouth too big, and it starts inhaling, and I just swallow her.
You're a little nerd.
That's what I mean. So we get to a point where like
my second favorite N-word, nerd. I love it.
Second favorite, not better than the original, you know.
So let's
it's so good.
Let's just make it happen. Let's speed it up already. I don't want this like let's say for example if Joe Biden didn't
Joe
win,
Budden. What if Joe Budden accidentally gets elected president?
Do it out of nowhere. Like he just announces that he's actually running. Like I'm running for president right now. Actually, wait. He takes off his mask. Joe Biden takes off the mask. And he's like, it was me the entire. It was me the entire time as Joe Budden. I'd be like, oh, that actually kind of makes sense why things are.
No, you know how I think it would happen? I think it would be
what do you got?
Everybody voted, but like they all spelled Joe Biden's name.
Oh, it was on accident.
Yeah, it was on accident. And it's illegal. You know, you got to do it.
What happens if like a random person wins? Like let's say like
then he wins.
Like it's like and the winner is Kingston Jameson. I'm like, huh?
If you somehow won, it would I mean, you would still win. You could just not do it, I guess.
I would be so stressed out. I'd be so stressed out because they'd find me instantly and I'd be like,
the issue is no random
right now.
The issue is no random person. It's obviously a hypothetical.
No random
because like no random person could win.
Yeah, also
really.
I think you have to.
What if you get 100% of the votes? So they give like one person.
That is insane.
100% of the votes.
That's like what fucking Tim Pool said about Trump.
Oh yeah,
and it was one of those things where I'm like, this is such a silly. What universe are we in? Why are we talking? Why are we even like?
Oh, the 49 state landslide. Yeah.
Why are we entertaining this as if it's a reality? And he's not a fucking comedy podcast.
Isn't the debate today?
It's Thursday.
Oh yeah, right. It's
that's cool.
Yeah,
I cannot
with the guy that that's a convicted how many 40 something time felon
30 something.
Oh, sorry, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, not 40, but 30 something counts. But look, man, that's why I'm at the point where I'm like, just let it happen. I feel like what would have been much better, and then we'll move on. We'll do questions, right? Is Trump won 2020. Society collapses faster, so we can get back to like being more unified where we were before.
Yeah, it would have been better. Like that's kind of how I felt about it too.
Unified again, man. I think it's over.
Well, I feel like the biggest problem would have been done. Yeah, because like they don't really have anybody as charismatic as him,
not
or like
close.
As interesting. So like they just wouldn't have had any. They still don't. By the way,
not
like
even close.
They still clearly don't.
They thought it was DeSantis, and we saw how that worked out.
Yeah, obviously not DeSantis.
Vivek, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, did you see what that fucking blonde bitch? What was her name? Oh my god, I can't remember her name right now, but she's like that prominent fucking white host with
Gwen Stacy?
Yeah. Yeah, Gwen Stacy. Did you see what Gwen Stacy said about Vivek
Ramaswamy?
I can't remember the chick's name right now. I can't believe Ann Coulter, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it was her.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Ann Coulter, but anyway.
What'd you say?
So she was like talking, they had like a podcast together. And she was like, yeah, you know, you're cool and all, but I couldn't vote for you because you're brown.
Oh, she said that?
She literally was just it was brazen racism. It was like, and then
I like the honesty at least.
That's what a lot of people were respecting. And then he went on that. Have you heard of that Patrick Bet David? He has this podcast. He has this thing called Valuetainment. He was a multi-level marketer, and now he just has sex with like Joe Rogan and all those people.
Is he that white guy that's like...
No, he's like Middle Eastern.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Okay, well, anyways, this fucking guy who he made his money through MLMs, and then now he has a podcast called Valuetainment or some bullshit, and his name's
is such an MLM word to make up. Valuetainment.
And his name is, this guy's like Middle Eastern as fuck, he has an accent, but his name is Patrick Bet David.
Valuetainment.
Of Valuetainment. And so Vivek went on his podcast. And the entire time, this Patrick Bet David and his crew were basically laughing and making jokes about about the situation that clearly she's racist as shit. And this Vivek is such a cuck that he didn't want to upset the powers that be. Like, he just wanted to take it and swallow the racism. He's like, no, I think what she meant, what she was actually saying was that my parents aren't enough generations to be considered truly American. And they were laughing at him in his face. They ignored what Vivek was saying and were still just harping on the she's racist as shit thing because obviously, and Vivek wouldn't acknowledge it. He went on and I was like, you are such a fucking politician that you can't even just
He is such astounding pussy, dog.
He's such a bitch, dude. Like,
when
imagine
he was on
not even admitting
when he
that.
was on Flagrant, I was watching it. He was
on Flagrant?
I can't believe you watched that. That's
I watched
disgusting.
it because I was just like, this nigga is so unlikable.
Why would he be on Flagrant?
Because those fucking guys have sold out. They
dude,
had on fucking RFK Jr. as well.
They sold out. They sold out. The only one that's in a complete sell is the black guy. Literally, everyone else is a complete.
He'll push back, but I'm gonna be honest. At this point, I would have quit. I would have
quit. Exactly.
I would have 100% quit.
But the thing is that hearing.
I mean, it's probably good money for doing very little.
Oh,
no.
Absolutely, absolutely. Their lives changed entirely.
No, I have my sellout nature has limits.
If I was already there, I'm not going. Like, whatever.
You think so?
Yeah, I couldn't start something to sell out.
I don't believe you.
But if I was in the middle of something and I'm like,
I don't believe you.
So if we started if I was trying to think of a real example of
it's like inertial. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm already on this train. What am I gonna do?
I think you believe that until your sellout nature greets you in the face, and you'd be like, fuck, I can't do this.
So would you have Ian Miles Chong on here, but we couldn't shit on him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we couldn't shit on him. We had to take him seriously. Would you just sit there and be like, yeah, I'll do that?
I think I might. I would have Ian Miles Chong on this show to do that.
But that's what I mean.
To take him serious, because I think that would be funnier than even just because imagine let's really think about this. Let's have Ian Miles Chong sitting there, and we'll talk to him straight face and ask him his real opinions about things, and then be like, that's interesting, Ian. Like, wow, I never thought of it that way. I also don't like dogs. You know,
I couldn't be. Could you imagine me talking to him?
Yes.
I don't know how to.
I think I would die if I had to be nice to him. I'd be like, I hate you.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Like,
I just keep bringing up Kiwi. I'd be like,
because I can't believe that I didn't know, because I don't think I knew. I don't think I knew Kiwi at the time.
Is this something that she would be comfortable having out?
Yeah.
She exposed it.
Oh, okay,
I
don't know.
It was just, long story short, Ian Miles Chong tried to get Andy Worski killed.
Oh, right. Okay.
And he bragged about it. Ian Miles Chong bragged about it
to Kiwi, right?
With the what is it called? The voice messages. The voice messages on Instagram. He bragged about it. And all of his stupid fucking fans don't know this. And then, and look at, I know I mentioned this on.
I almost killed Andy Worski.
Yeah,
his dog's dead right now.
I'm
real
funny.
funny.
I'm pretty epic.
I'm pretty epic.
Yeah, I'm kind of somebody.
Not how he sounds at all, but I like to imagine.
No. He's just so like he recently because somebody tagged. I was talking shit about him.
Yeah,
and then someone tagged him. He was a fan of ours though, so he wasn't like trying to tell. But I still, and I know I mentioned this on one of the other podcasts. I'm like, please don't tag these people. Just, you can share these clips, but just don't tag the people that they're about. Don't do that. So again, just reiterating, Malashan came out and he said like something, and he said he was in Japan, and he said that like we're fucking idiots, and I didn't respond because I just thought it was funny.
Back what I was saying, I think that like hearing Vivek just be a cuck, being like Republicans rebranded Obama. That's all he is. He's just the Republicans rebranded Brown Obama.
Yeah, he's the yeah. And the thing is though, that's what you have to play the game. If you are Brown, you have to play that game, and you have to. That's why I think Ann Coulter, whatever the fuck that bitch's name is, it was refreshing for her to just straight up say it that like you're Indian. I'm not gonna vote for you. You're fucking Indian, and it's like he's American. He was born here, and that's not good enough for her. And it's clearly not about it being generational because if it was, then Native Americans would have the biggest claim in her opinion. But clearly they don't.
We don't talk about that, do we?
Yeah.
Clearly it's not about that. So Vivek knows this, but he's trying to, he's politicking. He's Dr. Disrespecting.
It's such cockery. It's such, look. Not, I don't think inherently conservative politics have to be racist,
my God.
right?
Yeah. Kremlin to Gremlin.
Yeah, let's go. We should.
Kremlin to Gremlin wrote in. Let's get one or two more out of these.
Let's do.
He wrote, "Greetings, Snarkies. What's something you've lost more than once, or something you lost that was replaced? I had a Rocket Power game for PS2 as a kid, lost it somehow, put it on my Christmas list, and then got it again that following Christmas. Then after growing up and moving houses, I lost it again. You got to take better care of your shit, man."
I have like 3 examples actually. So and I have the cases. So one of them was this it was the Slipknot DVD called Disaster Pieces. For some reason I kept losing it, so I bought it 3 times.
To account for the fact that you knew that you would lose it?
Yeah. No.
That's crazy.
That is not what I did. No.
You already knew. You were like, yeah, let me get 3.
I'm gonna lose this. I might as well get.
You put on the counter, tap it. Let me get these.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No. I just kept buying them. Mega Man Legends was one of them. I kept losing that fucking game. And then Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Now, this one was really important to me because it was first stolen from me. And I might have mentioned this on the podcast where I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club up the street from me. And there was the teen center. I wasn't a teen yet, so I wasn't allowed in there, except for I had bomb-ass games. So they made an exception for me. And so one of those fucking teenagers, knowing I'm a little punk, we were done playing Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. They took it out, and I was like, hey, who has my disc? Silence. And I was like, bro, I'm 10. I can't do anything. What am I going to get?
You should have followed them.
Getting fucking beaten to death by these fucking older dudes. Or win. No shot.
Find the biggest kid there, be like, I'm sorry, sir. And just brutally hit him.
No, but yeah, so I bought that game at least 2 or 3 times. I don't know. And so Mega Man Legends, that, and then the DVD. So I have replaced that multiple times. And I just found my Mega Man Legends and my Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. So I have them. They're here. They're good. I don't have a PS1 right now, which is kind of funny. So I'm kind of like, oh, well, what do I do with these?
Buy PS1 again, bro.
I'm going to. What do we got?
You're fucking gay, as in homosexual, wrote in. He says, hey there, my good little minority. I don't have an answer to that question, by the way. I can't think of anything that I've lost.
I don't know, my fucking virginity, and I fucking go to God, like, hey, can I be born again? And then I fucking
that's a good one.
Do it again.
That's a good answer.
The fact that it's men constantly.
Dude, I remember in Catholic school, like, every week we would have to go to confession. And like there were weeks where just I didn't have anything to say, so I just made shit up. And then the next week I would confess about lying. So the priest.
That's too self-aware to be even in that situation.
I was like 8 or something,
but that's still you're way too self-aware to even be doing that.
Yeah.
You're like, why are you Christian at that moment? If you're like, I'm just here lying so I can fucking confess that I lied. You know?
7 was a very fast forward age for me.
I'm actually not gay. I lied. They're like, oh, how fucking
that's
good because we were gonna fry you.
I lied about lying. I'm gay again.
And then the next week,
interesting.
Then I
You're not
lied
gay,
again.
but you are a sociopath.
You're not gay. You're just absolutely insane. And it's like, yeah,
oh boy, you're lucky because I was gonna fuck you raw.
hard.
He says that through that grate.
Yeah.
through the cat-
He starts,
puts his
he
face
starts
up to
slamming his dick against the fucking thing. You hear it like breaking it. You hear like cracks in the wood, and you're like,
Those things,
whoa,
have you ever been in a
boom.
have you ever been in a confession booth?
Yeah, I've been there once.
Really?
Yeah, went for my fucking Catholic cousins. Terrible time.
Dude,
Terrible
that
time.
grate where like you can barely see the other person.
Barely see that shit's creepy, dude.
It is very.
I've
fucking
never
weird.
been in one. I've only seen.
They would always
It's
tell me like just I don't know,
terrible.
do 8 Hail Marys.
Yeah.
I
What
hate
is it?
it.
I've never bothered to look up.
Hail
what
Mary,
is
full of
Hail Mary? What do
grace,
you
by
say?
Father, Lord, is fake. It's like Hail Mary, full of grace, something, something. I'm not
It rhymes?
Catholic. Yeah,
It's a prayer.
Hail Mary,
it's
full of
Hail
grace.
Mary,
She's got
full
a
of
booty,
grace.
full of taste.
That's terrible.
chill a little bit, but like also,
I know it was Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Who
I don't
give
know.
us our host our daily bread.
To not hit it is
What
disgrace.
the fuck was it?
I'm a
Hail
Christian.
Mary, full of grace. Big ol' booty, full
What
of
is the
taste.
Hail Mary?
To
Big
not
ol' booty
hit it
in my
is
face.
disgrace.
Dude, I saw
Big ol'
that-
booty in my face.
Hail Mary, full of grace, big old booty in my face. Fuck that bitch until she died.
You know
fuck
that's
her
already.
booty in
By
the-
the way, you know that's already a thing, right?
What?
There's no chance that that's the first
Take
time
my
that's ever
dick
been
up
said.
into space.
Of course.
So, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord
my
is with
dick
thee.
up.
Oh, I was right.
What?
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb. I've never heard
what
that
is the
part.
blessed art-
They've
what?
changed it. They've made it.
They've
Whoa.
changed it.
They
made
made the Hail Mary.
No!
They added women shit in the Hail Mary.
That's fucking.
Why are they talking about
bullshit.
women during Hail Mary?
Why are they talking-
Mary's
yeah.
a woman.
That is how on point is that though? Like no, for real, that is a perfect thing.
Totally.
Because it's like, man, they made X-Men woke,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, all right, man.
That hurts me to hear, dude.
This is
Do
not.
you know who
This
the
is not the Hail Mary that I
Do
grew
you
up
know
with.
who
Actually,
the X-Men is, sir?
That's why I'm like, dude, these niggas don't know anything about anything. They don't have a real. It's like, say, when we talked about moral compasses a little while ago, they don't have anything. It's just nothing. They don't stand for anything.
They're like the main character from Elden Ring, just roaming around looking for problems to get into, just looking to start problems.
That is a very good analogy.
the
bro.
idea at Elden Ring. They're not bothering you. You pulled up to where they are.
That
They're
is
like, oh, this nigga's
real
gonna kill
shit.
me. I gotta fight back. He will kill me. I saw what he did to Moog. I saw what he did to Margot, the Tree Sentinel.
oh, we didn't
He
even talk about
started
the Elden
it.
Ring stuff.
About
Did we?
how people were like, how.
Oh, right. How people,
Oh, we didn't.
People were bitching about. Yeah, that's
We
right.
could, you know what? That'll be the extra ammo.
Yeah.
Fuck it, whatever.
Okay, no, yeah, we'll extra ammo.
We'll do
Shadow
extra
of the
ammo.
Ash Tree.
Shadow of the Ash Tree.
Yeah.
So I was mixing up the.
Elden niggas.
I was mixing up the Hail Mary and the Lord's Prayer.
Oh,
I know the Lord's Prayer. That's
blessed
easy.
be
What
my
is it?
nigga.
Our Father art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, and forgive those who trespass against
All right,
us.
you're
Lead
fucking
us
up a
not
little
into
bit. But yeah,
temptation,
yeah,
but
yeah. All
deliver us
right,
from
we
evil,
get
for
it.
thine the kingdom, power, and the glory. I know that shit.
We get it.
You
You're
forgot
gay.
about the.
You're gay. You're gay. You're
deliver
gay.
us from. You forgot about the deliver us from evil Knievel part.
Deliver us from evil Knievel. Amen. Vroom.
Amen. Vroom. Front flip.
Amen, broom.
Oh fuck.
Jesus Christ, bro. I'm not even on that team, bro. I'm like,
we
damn.
probably lost the last religious people.
Why y'all still here, dog? Go bring your son to get molested,
These
bro.
are
Shut
different
up.
though. How? Okay, wait. Hold on. Something's wrong with this. How did the Lord's Prayer end? Do you remember? What was the last thing?
Amen.
The previous line.
Forever and ever.
For thine is the kingdom, the power, and glory forever and ever. Amen. He was right.
I don't remember this part of it.
What part?
For kingdom, the power, and glory are yours now and forever. I don't remember.
For thine is the kingdom.
For us, I remember our Catholic Church would always be lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Is where it ended.
Oh, really? That's where it ended?
That's
we
where
never-
it usually ends, but that's not how it ends. It's for thine is the kingdom, the
Whatever, I
power,
don't
and the
give a
glory.
shit.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Fuck Jesus. In fact.
But that might be black church, though.
It might be black
Might
church.
be black
Next
church.
question. The last one. This is a quick one. Happy
Finish it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Happy Nation Tune. Happy Nation Tune Homo Nation, living in a Homo Nation where people understand the dream of sucking man. Wrote in. That's a lot.
go.
That's big. I hope that's not in the credits.
Let's go.
It says, "Hey, old people, Why did the PSP fail? It's weird to think about considering the modern success of Nintendo Switch and even the DS, which came out close to the PSP. The PSP did not fail, actually.
Why did your dick fail?
The PSP did very well.
Why'd your dick fail?
The PSP sold like on par with the 360, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, actually, I think it's like 80 million something. Hold on, let me look it up.
I know it's definitely top 10 most sold consoles.
The PSP world.
Well, see, that's the thing. Worldwide,
Yeah, sales all time.
like, because
the Hispanics didn't buy it.
Yeah, PSP was over 80 million units. What was the Xbox 360?
I feel like he's thinking as an American. This person, he's thinking because like he didn't grow up with his friends being all engrossed in PSPs, probably thinking that they failed. But like,
yeah, so the Xbox 360, keep this in mind, 84 million units.
That's not bad. It's
The
good numbers.
PSP, 80 million units. So the PSP didn't fail. It just like wasn't kept up. I really feel like the Vita fucked everything up.
Yeah.
They fucked everything up with the Vita. It just wasn't as cool of a machine. The marketing for it was fucked. The look of it was fucked. The UI was dumb. They didn't have anything on it that was
Vita's
interesting.
UI is horrible.
The bubbles, dude.
horrible.
It feels like a Fisher-Price toy. And the PSP felt like a supercomputer, so it was like they just completely botched it. And also they had that thing where they were making their own. Like you couldn't just buy.
we good?
What's up?
You knocked the camera, I think.
I did.
You must have.
Wait.
I just watched it sway away from Derek.
Oh yeah, I'm completely. What? How does this happen? I was trying to be like, wait, what happened?
How do I even know how I can move this?
Just
that
move the
much.
thing.
Just
I don't know how you
spin
did
it,
that.
just twist it. All right, a little less.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. I didn't even.
I tapped like the.
I was looking over there, so I just saw like.
How'd I hit it
must.
that hard?
It must have been the force of the cable.
I guess
It might have
moved the-
because like it might have just gave.
Because I was just like, my foot touched my bag, and then you were like, "You kidding?" And I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
was
even notice.
My bad. My apologies. No, actually, no. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, no, I agree.
yeah, whatever.
Fuck them. I don't respect them.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm coming your cereal.
The PS Vita, they did that thing where like you couldn't buy normal SD cards for it. Remember that? You couldn't have like the micro SDs. You had to get a proprietary Sony made.
That was real.
That was real.
Why would you that?
That completely fucked it. I think they were nervous because the PSP was very hackable. And so that they were like,
oh yeah, we fucked on that.
yeah. So like, I think they wanted to just like get rid of that by like having as much control over it as possible, but they fucked themselves because they had like, they were like, I think the cheapest one was like $50 or something, which is just like, no one's doing that.
The PSP was
And it was
so
way
hackable,
more expensive
I
than
hacked it
the
as
normal
a
ones.
13-year-old. You know, like you'd stumble into hacking that shit by mistake. You'd be like, "Oh, how did I get here?" Where now it's a computer with Linux on it.
Yeah, my stupid ass figured that shit out quick. And yeah.
I'm gonna download way too much porn on here.
Way too much.
Anyway, hope that clarified. Yeah, I saw that, and I see that misconception often, but it's like it's not true.
It just
the
feels
PlayStation
like it.
the PlayStation handheld scene failed because of the Vita, but I think the PSP was actually great.
You can't dictate the scene of portables compared to Nintendo. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's
playing
just different.
field. Nintendo they just have it near a gridlock. The only reason the Steam Deck succeeds is because of it involving Steam.
Well,
If it was any other sphere, it would not have gotten what it is now.
well, the other things
because
that
it's what it is.
The other handheld PCs are doing really well too. Like we are seeing like a boom in that space.
What else is there really?
The ROG Ally is apparently really, really, really fucking good. There's like another one too, but I don't remember who makes it.
I've only heard about the Steam Deck. Really,
I looked at the Ally. Looks fucking sick.
what does it do?
I mean, it does the same thing. It just runs things better. It also has like Game
Than the
Pass.
Steam Deck?
It has Game Pass on it, so you can like do Game Pass through it, which is fucking crazy.
It runs things better than the Steam Deck does.
Yeah, but it's also like a lot more new. So that's like that makes sense. But that space is growing for sure. But I think the Steam Deck appeals to people because it's got their entire library on it.
That's true.
Like, I can buy this machine and I don't have to buy any games for it. Or if I do buy games for it, I get it on 2 different platforms. It's like the buy anywhere kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that's a really enticing thing for people.
For sure. I don't know. I got to utilize my Steam Deck more. I got to play more games that like I can really because I don't even my PC. I'm not utilizing it well. I feel like I have it, and
I don't know
it's,
why
like,
you spend that
strong.
much money on a PC that you don't play.
I use it. I play Destiny on it now. Like I've made an effort to start playing Destiny on it now. But even like Destiny's not even pushing it. It's not even like
exactly.
I'm what can I play to really like? Dang, I could use this.
Nothing.
I feel like nothing like that exists yet.
Right.
And by the time it exists, the computer will be old.
You tried Dragon's Dogma too, I guess. Even that,
I'm sure that doesn't fucking. Dude, I'm on ultra settings with Baldur's Gate 3. Like the game is not. It makes a sound when it turns like ooh, and then it stops.
Dude, Elden Ring.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, my shit. Since mine's at 3060, it hustles.
You can hear it. You can hear
my
like,
shit hustles.
You're like, oh.
I put on the ultra settings in Cyberpunk, and it was like, all right, let's go. I was like, let's go.
Sounds like a car. Sounds like a car's on in your house.
Cyberpunk's gorgeous.
I love that fucking game so much. I feel like Cyberpunk is such a unique story of a video game. Like it should be talked about. They should make documentaries about Cyberpunk and how much like people fucking change their opinions of it because it's insane. I love that game.
Yeah, I liked it immediately too.
My favorite part is when the black guy dies.
Me too. That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's really my new part though. Like it's only a few minutes, but like I really like it a lot.
I replay that part a lot actually.
Yeah, like at least 85 times.
It's like that scene in Fable, like that I keep coming back to. Oh man, I gotta record that and post it so I have it forever. Anyway, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. We're gonna read our $25 and up patrons now. Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Just call up this hotline, twink, and I'll suck your ding-a-ling. Miles Powers. Can you hand me my water? Miles Powers are closer to Infamous than Spider-Man.
Well, no, it's literally both. You jackass.
Well, yeah, actually, that's kind of true.
Dumb.
Yeah, no, he has more of. Yeah, I guess so.
He has both. Literally, it's both.
Yeah, but the fact
he has.
But he's lesser similar to both because he has the other.
I don't think that makes sense. I think you thought it made sense while you were saying
I think it makes sense. So here's the thing: if you're Spider-Man,
yes,
but you have electric powers, you're not very similar to the Infamous guy at all because you have spider powers.
No, you are because you have.
But you have spider powers.
You're similar to both of them. What do you mean? Cole's not similar to Spider-Man, but he's not similar to Peter, but he's similar to Miles. Miles is similar to Peter, so Miles is similar to both of them. That's how that works.
Who's Peter? Weller?
Wellington? Yeah. Peter Wellington?
Peter Wellington.
Peter
just made up a fake guy.
No, he's a real man.
Well, I'm sure, but like...
I'm sure, yes, technically he is a real person.
I'm sure I can Facebook search a Peter Wellington and find at least 3 people.
Did he invent the beef Wellington?
If he did, he should be shot in the back of his head.
No, that was actually... his name's Beef.
My name is Beef Thompson, and I'm the creator of Beef, period. Why do they call it beef?
It's how other languages refer to cows, basically.
Really? Which language? Is it like Latin?
I can't...
Or Germanic?
Latin or Germanic. Like, I can't remember exactly which ones. It might even be other ones. But I know that beef is just how you refer to cows. And that's just like...
Well, that makes sense, because beef is how you... No. I always thought to sign that when I was like, oh, that's just really wrong.
Yeah.
Because cow in Spanish is what again? How do you say cow in Spanish?
I
again?
have no idea.
I have no recollection.
I knew for like a day.
I know that fact though. That's like a thing. Like other the way that we say
Toro is a bull.
The way that we so for example, the way that we talk about fish, right?
Yeah.
How we talk about like fish meat is fish. Like there's no term for it. That's kind of the same way that other languages and other cultures talk about beef and cows, and so we just kind of adopted that, but we still have a different name.
Spanish.
Something with.
Let's start with A. I think it starts with H.
I don't know.
Joto?
No, it's not.
Oh, well, sorry.
What's cow in Spanish?
Vaca. La vaca. Bull.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, but even that's like, you know what I mean? Cows aren't bulls technically.
I think Toro's cat is bull in Spanish, right?
No.
Toro.
What?
Toro sounds about right.
I think Toro's bull in Spanish, right?
Whatever. I don't
Probably.
fucking care. We're not
My
here to
grandmother
learn.
is probably fucking like, look at this fucking idiot.
And she's about to show up right now.
She shows up.
JNick27. Nancy Pelosi's tits are blotting out the sun. Live action Street Fighter movie starring Allison Brie as Akuma.
That is crazy.
and she's somehow actually really good. Vaughn of the Dead.
It is Toro.
I saw a Street Fighter movie where like Cammy's fighting naked. Like a movie, like an animated movie.
You mean Chun-Li?
No, Cammy. And it's really like
I watched it way too many times.
Oh, I bookmarked it for sure, but like just in case.
Wait, why have I? Wait.
I think I looked into it. I looked into it because I studied it very intensely. I think what it is, it's like somebody
fan made.
It's a real movie, but somebody because Cammy is already ostensibly naked. They just kind of redid the frames to edit her into just being naked.
Yeah, send me that. Send me that.
It looks.
Yeah, I need to study that.
It looks very convincing because I was watching it, and it's so weird because there's a shot where she lands, and there's like an upshot of her ass, and then just squirt. It's like she lands and squirts basically. I'm like, this can't be real.
Okay, there's
She lands and squirts. She lands into a squirt.
But the source,
that is crazy.
But the source movie is real. The source movie is real.
Is it when she killed a politician?
No, she's I don't know. She's fighting somebody that.
She's fighting someone because it's not Street Fighter 2 because she doesn't actually have a fighting scene in that.
She kind of
she kills a politician, right?
She kills, but she doesn't have a fighting scene. She doesn't fight somebody.
Who does she fight?
God
she
damn
fights
it.
in 4, right? Doesn't she fight in 4?
Probably.
Or no.
I'm getting annoyed.
No, because 4 is when they go to find Ken's wife, right? And it's Chun-Li, Sakura. They get on the boat, and then Ryu's on there as well, and then Ken is beating the fuck out of regular people. And it's like, Ken, these are normal individuals, Ken. You can't be hitting them like this.
It's on X videos.
Of course it is. Of course it's on X videos.
It is a real movie.
Based on what? What does it say?
Because I saw the original version of it. I don't know
where. I just don't remember when she fights. I could be wrong though, but I don't remember when she fights.
She fights some lady with like sunglasses
jury?
or something.
Sunglasses.
Viper?
That sounds like Viper. That's Viper.
But is she there?
But like,
oh, this is the Alpha movie.
Yeah. It's mega.
What is that?
Bro,
really well edited.
That ad is so distracting too.
Yeah, but like, we can't show this on screen, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But like, it's real.
She's just fucking naked. It's just Alpha. It's the Alpha movie.
Alpha, but
she was an Alpha. She fought Viper in Alpha.
Well, at least like because that the what do you call it because I don't think that's 4. Even though.
Send me that, bro.
Oh damn!
But isn't that like what? That's well done.
That's
like that. Like I saw it.
That's
like,
cool. Send it to me. That's cool.
I have to make sure it's
like,
not in the shot.
Hemorrhaging. No, it won't be in the shot.
So wait. Oh, come on.
I don't remember them fighting.
Careful. All right.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
It's super well. That's where she. That's the shot. There's like 2 versions of it. There's 2 versions of it where she squirts.
Bro,
it's insane,
dude. People, how do they do this?
It's really well. It's super well done.
Goonery is out of pocket, bro.
These people are
and
really
make no mistake,
impressive.
I watched it a lot, but like, I was just like, is this real?
Yeah.
Dude, if I was 15 now, dog, I would have been a fucking creature.
It's a problem, yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I would have had spines on my spinal cord. Would have had spikes. I would have had a tail that I grew. I would have been fucking a lizard magooner.
It would be like in Fable, how like you transform as you do evil shit.
Yeah. I would have been a creature. I would have been a tiefling.
You'd have
I'd have been a legit tiefling.
All right, Vaughn of the Dead, Spyro. That memory just got flashbanged back into me.
Yeah. Check it out. Make sure to check out the Alpha movie because the way that Ryu is drawn in that, where I'm like, that's Alpha.
When he's
Ryu.
big?
It's when it's actually when he's really smooth. He's like, he looks pretty. Like he's still big, but he looks pretty in Alpha. Like when the way that he's drawn in like the Alpha series, he looks like not as rugged. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Spyro 2, Ripped Tights Revenge, Vaughn of the Dead, Round-Eyed Asian, I Like Menderman. The I Like Menderman joke was stolen from a real, actual AI search result. Is their gay Slenderman character. Gerard, Phallic Baldwin, star of 30 Cocks. No, it happened, Dutch. The Snark Tank went gay. It went gay, Dutch. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it, though, because we have to do these.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
No, why'd you do that?
That's enough. Don't overindulge. It's a little bit.
Making an entire outfit out of Sweeney's foreskin.
You can.
Big
It's
elephant.
big.
You went to the black screen.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I did it twice. I hit it
You
twice.
went back because you were confused.
Because I was like, wait a minute, is the camera out? And then I realized
What
that I
does
hit
this
3.
button do? What does this button do again?
We should end every episode like The Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
Just on the black screen.
Have
Just
somebody show up and like show up and then
You're on him still though.
I shouldn't be. It's on 3, camera 3. Which is nothing.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right, there we go. Aries, destroy Israel and my life is yours. Big elephant convincing you tusks are real. Big elephant.
Big elephant. Big elephant.
So
I love that. Just put big in front of everything.
It's the joke that keeps on giving. Dr. Dis providing cheap med consultations for youths. I saw somebody say doctor more like pediatrician.
Stupid. So stupid.
It's me, pediatrician disrespect.
Pediatrician disrespect. Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I hate this planet, dude.
Death, pooped in a sack, call a poop sack, fuck my chungus life, Jack the world's fastest Maori, the WRC is always and has always been better than F1, fight me. Look up Has Been Hotel on Amazon Prime. Keith David voices an alcoholic cat demon and sings a song to a femboy gay spider. I know this.
It's real.
We know this. We know the creator of
We
that
know
show.
everything about there is Keith David.
Yeah, we know everything. I haven't seen Viv in a while though.
I miss her. I've seen her in a while as well.
Big Meaty stinks. Andy, the man whose handies are now A tier, but not as dandy. You're fucking gay as in homosexual. Nice try. Nice hard tires. Charles Leclerc, you dumbass. Heath Smoker, Gids, I'm creating gas. Nacho Libre's secret son. Retarded. Kirk is gay. Robert's gay. Lars is gay. But the gayest is James. I'm Christopher, and I want Kingston's stinky farts. I am the gay man. I am the ball crust. The Beatles. That's so dumb. Is that the walrus? Jesus Christ. The Chosen Come. One of my lectures got cucked by the lead singer of the Pixies. Ben Shapiro moans when his finger goes through the toilet paper. Mr. Pants. Do you hear about the crazy TikTok girl who said the N-word and then got fired and tried to be a right-wing grifter and failed at that?
I saw that.
Yeah.
You see her?
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. It's so easy. It's so easy to just like even get in that position.
And then she failed still because I think like isn't her like husband like mixed or something?
I think I was like half black.
There was something happening where people started being like, "Oh, fucking mud shark," and I was like, "Damn,
Your mud shark
Yeah.
is crazy.
Excuse me.
Oh, we forgot to talk about that movie that we saw about the sharks.
you burning coal," and like, yeah, that's the
You
type of
burning-
shit you'll see in the comment section.
Imagine that for real.
It's some X-Men type. It's some X-Men level shit where it's just like
That's why when people are like, they wouldn't do it to the X-Men. It's like, yeah, they fucking would. They
totally
do it to
fucking
black
would.
people,
you
bro.
fucking mute Tigger. What the hell are
You
you doing?
digger. That is true Igor maxing.
I'm Igramaxing crazy lately.
You silly mute Tigger.
You mute Tigger.
The idea of that is so out of pocket, bro. I love that. I love that in the comics when someone's racist to Wolverine. Wolverine is like, "Oh, I'll straight up kill you. Like, don't fuck with me." And
I'll
I'm
eat
like,
you, actually.
He's like,
I'll
I'll kill you. He's like, you're lucky my friends are here and they're not killing people because I would have murdered you right now. And I'm like, I love that.
I'll eat you.
I love that.
I will fucking eat you with a bib on. Get out of here. With a bib on.
Yum, yum, yummy. Could you imagine that? Puts a bib on, gets the fork and
puts
spoon,
a bib
and starts
on.
shuffling towards you really fast.
That's terrifying.
Don't piss me off. I'm putting a bib on.
Get my bib.
get my big.
It says big boy or something like that, like big boy or who's hungry, some dumb shit.
Who's hungry?
Come here. Rah, rah, rah. He's cutting it. This guy is wailing.
And he's just casually eating you. Like a bear. When bears like eat their prey, they're just like, boom.
Dude, the way they slam the midsection, they just start pulling all the fucking spaghetti-looking organs out of them. And I'm like, oh my God.
And then the animal's just like, bah, bah, and then the bear's just like,
It's just holding them down. This creature is using all of its power. It's using its alt right now, where it's like, all right, we're trying to burn everything. And then the bears is like, no, stay there.
Stay there.
It's okay.
Hey, Yogi, you want some of this?
Just scooping things to death is crazy. And it's what they like. It really is like.
When polar bears hit walruses and kill them instantly, boom!
They punch too. They
always hit crits for some reason. Boom! Yum! Hey son, come here! And the baby's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play in its insides."
Polar bears are crazy. Polar bears they do like holy damage.
Yeah.
Like it is.
They do magical physical damage. Like it's like. You can't resist it. It's no resistance when you just take damage. That's it.
It's slash, piercing, and strike.
It's fucking everything.
You're just like,
Imagine getting hit with a sword so hard that the blunt force kills you.
Like, so that means upon immediate contact, you die.
That hurts.
Then he slices through you.
And then it's, that hurts.
I lost my place.
Is there a club sword?
It's a club. It's a paddle, pretty much.
It's like somehow it defies the laws of physics where it's like lumpy but also extremely sharp.
How does that work? Like you make a circle sharp.
You know that's well, circles can be sharp.
No,
spheres can't.
Sorry, a sphere. Yeah,
But
sharp
I'm
sphere.
thinking like just completely
rounded.
just a rounded fucking.
I'm almost
like
imagining.
Mace,
I'm almost
but it's
imagining
sharp.
it would have to be like almost like a PS1 texture kind of thing. You know what I mean? Where it's just like polygons.
So it's polygoned out.
It's so polygon till it's round, but it's real sharp.
It's real sharp. So if you hit someone so hard,
there has to be a sharp sphere.
Chris, I feel like you can't have a sharp sphere by nature.
I understand, but like I feel like there must be.
I feel like someone's fucked around until they figured that out.
Yeah, it'll explode your head if it hits you hard enough, but it'll also explode into cut pieces. Like so, like your head explodes, but it's also cut at the same time.
It's slashed.
Yeah, it's slashed,
sharp spears,
but also completely impale. It's an impaling slash.
The images I'm getting are crazy.
You look at a sharp spear and you're freaking in your calls you retarded.
Look at this.
It's just a spear with a bunch of spikes on it. Like
it's just a mace. I'm getting maces.
Yeah, it's just maces and flails and stuff.
Like flails and fucking morning stars and shit.
Baller of the First Sin, Spumbafutters, a guy with Down syndrome in a 3-piece suit and a briefcase of loose jelly beans and Skittles.
That's crazy.
Sounds like the coolest guy ever, really.
I'd hang out.
Yeah, jolly old dipshit. Vajesus versus Majin Judas.
Majin Judas.
Jesus.
You imagine Bibbidi was at play?
With Random Bibbidi, there's a Majin Jesus.
Majin Jesus would be fucking dire.
What is he up to?
That'd be a dire situation for all of us. May thy load, drip, and splatter, cyphergraph, masturbating, till I come puss. All right.
Okay.
No, don't say that. I'm not a Frankensteiner. Bro, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, New Gears of War, and Sparking Zero. We are so fucking back. Yep.
Yeah.
They're bringing back all the old shit, all the shit that we grew up on. They're bringing it back.
I won't be playing Sparking Zero, but yeah.
I want that. Yeah,
I'm playing Sparking Zero. I'm playing that shit.
I can't justify it.
Did you see the new thing for they showed today of Goku going Ultra Instinct? How wild it looks.
Cool. I could Google that. I could look that. I could watch that.
You're not gonna play it for real?
Well, why would I play it? What is the purpose of a single-player Dragon Ball game? I've seen this story a million times already. I get it. Goku's cool. I get it.
Chris, you can still do battles with people.
I didn't even understand Kakarot.
Where?
It's only one stage in the high block time chamber. But you can still do it. You can still play.
Kingston, I'm not going to buy a game to do local play on one textureless map. That's insane. That's the whole point of. That's the only reason that I was excited for that game in the first place.
I'll still do it. Like I have to play that game. I have to.
Why?
Huh? Because I love Dragon Ball, man.
Did you play Kakarot?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it didn't have the Tenkaichi controls.
Well, no. Here's why Kakarot sucked. Is because it's a fucking single player Dragon Ball Z game.
Well, that's true.
That's why it controlled like shit. Also,
I'm just like Fighter Z was good enough for me.
Fighter Z is
I'm be honest.
amazing.
I'm good. I am satisfied.
I'm going back, bro.
You're not going back because what you're getting isn't what you got. There is no back. You're going to somewhere new that's pretending to be back.
Trust me. They're gonna put more.
Well, you know what? When they do that, I'll come on. I'll go, when they add in local co-op or local like split screen PvP, then I'll jump in. But as of right now, it's like literally the only reason that I was looking forward to playing that game in the first place.
I'm playing the fuck out of that game, bro. I'm gonna play it till my hands bleed. I'm gonna play that shit. I'm gonna get good at it.
Get bored as fuck.
I'm gonna get good at it. And I'm gonna play online. I'm gonna get fucked up real bad. I'm gonna stop playing online. And then I'm gonna be like, hey, Chris, you wanna come over and just play Hotbox Time Chamber? You're gonna be like, yeah. You're like, I don't want to. You're gonna play and you're gonna be like, all right, this is actually really fun.
We'll see.
And it'll be like 3 hours of us all at the house playing it at the same stage over and over again, having a blast, seeing everybody transform, being like, oh man, that's so cool. They still have this combo from when I was oh wow.
Yeah.
Booster has this whirlwind punch.
Yeah, and I'm totally
it'll
fine.
Be like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm totally fine having that experience at somebody else's house. I don't need to own that.
Oh yeah, so just don't own it. I'll buy it.
I would love to own it if it was truly a Tenkaichi game, but it's clearly like compromised in a way that I can't justify. So I'll play it at other people's houses, and I'll look at that fucking empty room every single fight and get incredibly bored immediately. Probably.
I wish they do. They're gonna have to. Yeah. There's gonna be too much outroar. People are gonna be like, you guys gotta.
I don't really understand why. Like, why is it not just like the danger room?
I don't know. There's no good reason why. There's no good reason why. But
I don't get it.
Anyway, we'll see.
Hunter Dubois, Reba smacking tires in the mines.
I'm gonna mod the fuck out of that game, bro.
Derek,
tits.
You're gonna mod Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I'll get it for PC. Yeah, I'll get it for PC. I'll get it for both.
See how modded Fighter Z is, man?
Yeah, have you seen the black Mr. Popo Broly?
No. I can't. Derek,
bro,
get a glassy squirting, yelled Chris while he held down Swing with all his might.
I saw that and I never laughed that hard in my life. I laughed so hard that the outlines of my vision were turning white because I was about to pass out.
Eli Frost, Martian manfucker.
I gotta go see that. Is that Justice League?
Martian manfucker is awesome. That's great. That's a great one.
I've never thought about that, even as a kid.
Yeah, that's the best one that I've heard, I think, in a while. The best new one. Martian manfucker is awesome.
He just fucks dudes. That's all his
He's an
purpose.
alien who fucks men.
Yo!
Dude, I saw this shit and I almost died.
That is amazing.
Look at that.
That is amazing. Oh, come on.
It's not going to focus.
It's not focusing. What an asshole.
Mr. Popo team. That is crazy.
Dude, that shit in the game is so
Black
funny.
Mr. Popo Broly.
You know, and they put the audio files as an ape. Dog, that
shit
was great.
No!
Shit you not. And I was like, this is so funny, I'm going to throw up.
As an ape? Are you serious?
It was an ape having, like, going wild.
That's crazy.
I love it.
They went and recorded fucking...
They went all the way to Compton to get those cows, man.
God.
That's great.
Oh my God. Such an
Christ.
asshole.
They went all the way to Inglewood.
When a dude fucks a guy and then
That's
comes
crazy.
in his eye. When a dude fucks fucks a guy and then comes in his eye, that's amor gay.
That's amor gay.
When you feel in your soul need to toss salad bowl, that's amor gay.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work exactly. That last part's the opposite, in fact.
Bells a ring, cummy. I don't know.
Cummy
That's not bad.
Cummy.
That was pretty well. That was good. That was good. The first one was good enough, though. You shouldn't have continued.
Hey, man.
You
Dean Martin's the GOAT, man.
Got greedy.
I don't care what you guys say, man. Dean Martin's the GOAT.
What's wrong with Dean
Who's
Martin?
Dean Martin again?
He's like one of those Sinatra types.
Yeah.
Like a Buble.
Dean Martin's a pizza. It's just it's a specialty pizza.
It's also a guy.
So you go up, you go to a pizza spot and you go, hey, I'm
Let me get a fucking Dean Martin.
Dean Martin sang
He's saying That's Amore. He's saying Sway. He's saying
Did he sing Sway, actually?
Yeah. When the N-words in the start to swing.
Oh, man.
When the Negro start to swing from trees,
Lily's asparagus.
run away.
Lily's
they'll
asparagus
rob
drinking
you in
piss
your
dealer.
sleep.
You must go to the bodega system. Oops, I grew tits. Guess I'm a woman now. Wrongfully exonerated.
I fucked up because I almost said the hard R. I was like,
when the Negroes really start to swing, run away. They steal everything.
So insane. All right. Wrongfully exonerated. Donald Trump burping on Dom's clit. A French man ate a plane. Google it and discuss. Max Silhouette. keep your dick inside. Keep your dick inside. Keep your dick inside my asshole. Keep your dick inside. Keep yourself alive.
Version.
She pipkin out my Pippa. Possum. Dr. Disrespecter showers with minors allegedly.
We can't do this. We can't do this.
Why are you trying to stifle my heart?
By the way, I'm not trying to look. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
But 2017, Dr. Disrespect comes out and he says, "I've been unfaithful. I've cheated on my wife."
Stop.
And 2017 is apparently where these messages are from.
I actually
with this minor.
I thought that was like
there's an alleged potential that like I think people were saying that like the messages were about arranging a meetup at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Doesn't say like
I'm not saying
Twitch,
anything.
Stopped and intervened, and the reason why it got so fucking awkward, and they were like, "Oh, let's just sweep this on the rug. This is too crazy." I actually totally I pieced that together myself. That I was like probably talking about the same person.
Yeah, I don't know, but
however, it is also
possible.
it's very possible that it's the same person, but also a cheater probably was like slanging. He was probably slanging dick everywhere. He was probably going ham, hard in the paint because
Is he still married?
I imagine. I think they work things out. I mean, if you know, because you think about a lot of women in those situations, they're like, I'm wealthy, I'll figure it out, kind of a thing.
I wonder though.
I saw he cheats on me. I'm rich.
I do wonder though.
I'll just cheat on him back.
Like the thing about that is just like cheating's pretty bad, right?
Yeah, fairly.
But like, I don't.
Unless it's still with
People,
a man.
well, no, because here's the thing. It's like people work through a lot.
Yeah, they do.
This is something though. I don't know. Do you work through like this?
There's a lot of people that work through.
This to me feels way worse than infidelity to me.
It's I mean, it's infidelity, but just at the probably max level.
Right.
It is the most not good.
It's the
max
worst.
level. It's like, oh, you have a wife that I'm assuming his wife's probably pretty and shit. I imagine.
Probably.
I'm sure he married up, and then he's like, that little girl right there. Yeah, I prefer you over because like you got to think about that. Like,
God.
Like, why would you? Like, I think about like, say, my wife's been gone for a month and a half, and like, I'm just like, oh,
Nice.
yeah, yeah. I got rid of her. You're not gonna find her body.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay, JF.
I have a question when you're done. That's
okay. But I'm just saying. Long story short, I'm just like, there is no desire for me where I'm like, let me find some dumb bitch that knows like that could teach me about skibbity and all this shit.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like the brain rot of it.
I don't want
my
that,
God.
brother. Like, I
don't want that, brother.
I don't.
No, thank you, brother.
It's just not like I don't get it. I imagine being supremely annoyed by spending 5 minutes. It's like if I was spending 5 minutes when I would hang out with my cousin. The shit that she would talk about, like, it made my ears want to bleed because I just had no interest in it.
Right.
Like in like the stuff she was talking about, and then the music she was listening to, and I'm like,
I have a theory.
No,
I have a theory about this.
Yeah.
I don't know how true this is, but I have this feeling that like I think a lot of these things happen because when guys especially who feel like maybe they've been like shortchanged, right? Or like they've been like maybe in high school they weren't like super sought after, right? And so they get older. And maybe they even have like maybe they end up meeting people like later on, like in their 20s or whatever, and then they settle down and they have a family. But then, like a 17-year-old high school person, right?
Yeah.
Shows interest in them. And then that like, oh, this is like validating. You know what I mean? Or like this is like, yeah, I'm owed this. Or
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. It's the only way that I can even remotely understand or like get into the headspace of like, is that?
Yeah, this is like what I missed out on.
That sounds like it could be broken down to being right.
It must be like there's no like what?
This is what I must have missed out on. The thing that's weird about, because I kind of agree with that, because when you're at his level,
Obviously, we're trying to logic this, which is like, who knows if there's even any logic
right, if
to
there's
it.
any logic. Because like when you're at his level, because he just might just be a pervert that's like young girls, but it's like,
Yeah.
But you would think that when you're at that level, it's kind of like the why I didn't understand the rock stars that would go after the youngins, because I'm like, when you're at that
Yeah.
level of fame, you can get anyone.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like you're kind of going out of your way. Like Steven Tyler of Aerosmith was writing in his journal about smashing some 16-year-old. I'm like, dude, you can smash anyone. You're Steven Tyler of one of the biggest bands on earth. So you're kind of going out of your way.
And the thing too is like, even if you're like a 45-year-old rocker, it's like, what's wrong with like, is 25 not hot also?
Well,
like,
that's what's so weird.
That's what confuses me. It's just like, because
yeah, he's all this motherfucker.
Because the thing to me,
I'm looking for fucking 85 and up, bro. I'm telling you.
85 and up,
bro. Honestly, I think I would throw up. I mean, that's. Like,
I'm trying to fuck her to the end. I'm trying to bring her over that canyon, bro. My dick's a killer.
Thinking about seeing
because the thing to me is just like when I think about like.
You gotta prep yourself. You gotta be like, okay, I'm about to do this. Is really fucking insane.
You're a fucking demon. Shut up.
Yeah, of course.
Shut the fuck up.
Because the thing to me is like, I can't, as of right now,
yeah.
Like, I just can't imagine that I'll ever be so, like, I can't imagine that I'm going to be like 50 years old and I'm not going to think like a 27-year-old woman is attractive. You know what I mean? If she's attractive. That's just like,
well, of course. Like,
they're just objectively like, that's like a, of course. You know what I mean?
Look, man, I don't see anything. My wife right now is, oh shit, she's going to be mad. I think she's 28, 29? I forget. Yeah. I think she's 29. No, she's going to be 29. She's 28.
Right.
Pretty sure. So anyway, my point being, there is no part of me that's like, oh, I wish she was a little younger. Like, oh, yeah, she's getting a little worn out. Like,
it's so weird.
Literally nothing in my like I imagine she would probably have to be in her 40s to where I start like, oh, I can see the crows, and you know, you can start. But
when the crows start coming out of their eyes,
yeah, when they start, when they turn into fucking actual crows.
It's my least favorite part of.
But like, it's just like
women,
and I still
menopause
think,
crows out the eyes.
And I still
time.
think like women at that age are, because like I'm rewatching The Boys, and who's the lesbian that plays that's like she's
Maeve?
like Wonder Woman, Maeve. Like, she's fucking
bomb,
she's
dude.
Very,
yeah.
She's fucking older, but I'm like, I would fucking go to town on her.
Right now, I could fuck her till she would die with her powers, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
That's dude, what I'm saying.
What's that?
She'd be like, that's enough. And I'm like, I have so much vigor left.
I feel that way about...
I'm 3 rhino pills in.
I feel that way about what's her name from Better Call Saul, Kim. She's like 50 something.
Oh, she's like older.
She's hot.
I had no idea. I was like, what the hell?
She can get it, absolutely. She looks great for her age.
That's incredible for 50 something.
She looks
that's wild.
Great.
I thought she was like maybe mid 30s.
Me and Nia, my love for Nia Long, I would sacrifice all of it. I would go Kaioken and I'd use the whole life bar.
Times 10.
And I'd be like, Lily, I'm sorry, and I'd fly away.
But now imagine
I do the Goku
But now imagine being
the goodbye.
But now imagine being someone who's just like, I don't understand.
It's strange.
Like, it
I
really
don't know,
is
man.
so
like,
alien.
What happened to you? Like, what happened to you for? I feel it's the same. It's like the reverse of like the girls now that are like in their 20s getting Botox. Where I'm like, what happened to you?
How the fuck do you need Botox at 20?
You don't need it. That's the whole point. It's like you don't need if you
don't listen to him. You do need it. Look into the mirror right now and tell me that. Tell me with a straight face you're happy with it.
Whoever's really listening to this, right? Whoever's like really like paying attention to what I'm saying right now, you need it. You need it. You know who I'm talking to right now.
What just happened?
Switch to that camera. Jessica, fix yourself.
No. We probably
tighten that shit up, bitch.
That's too common of a name.
Tighten that shit up.
I should have said like Maud.
Moog. You hear me, Moog?
Maud. Is there anyone? How many Mauds are left on this earth?
That's a real name. That was a name for a woman.
No, like, Maud is a real. That is an old fucking name.
And then there's Maud. Yeah, was the thing.
The Maud is like Maud.
What are you making that face for? What are you making
Maud,
that?
Rod, and Todd. Ned's wife, Ned Flanders' wife, Maud.
Oh yeah,
it's a real name. But
what is that name short for?
It's like Gertrude and Gretchen and all
Gretchen,
these, all these like
crazy.
fucking Dinglis or whatever the fuck they had. Stupid fucking names.
Dinglis.
You might as well if you're gonna name somebody Gretchen and Gertrude and Grucklin and fucking Grunchy. I don't know what the fuck.
Grunchy,
Grucklin, Greckard, and Grungle. Like
my name's Grungle. Grungle. I feel like Grungle is a name of like some sort of earthy gnomish man with a big nose.
Grungle is a name.
And he comes out of the ground. He's like, "Hey, I'm Grungle," and he digs back into the ground. He burrows back into the floor.
Grungle's the name of a chimp's dog. That's just a fucking terrible name.
Could you imagine, man? Like there's
Chip's dog.
Like wait. Oh, the idea, like
Damn,
you know how humans have dogs. You know how humans have dogs, right? Wait. You know how humans have dogs, right? Like, we have dogs, right?
I don't know how that.
Imagine that chimps had a version of dogs. Like they were like as far back on the evolutionary chain as chimps are from humans
They're
to
as
dogs.
different from us in the same ways from us
than dogs are to them.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would that beast be? What would that creature be? It'd be tiny.
It would be small. It would be small.
But it'd be way more savage than any dog could be.
It would be like a
Jack Chihuahua, I guess. I don't know.
It looked like a war beast, I think, from Destiny.
It would look like a ferret of some kind. I feel like some weird looking ferret with like a big jaw.
Yeah, with a fucking maw and tusk, pretty much. And it's like,
What are other horrible, awful woman names?
You know what name I like, but people don't like too much? I really like the name Broomhilda. I don't know why.
I don't like it at all.
It's a bad name.
It's
I hate that
super
name.
German.
I like Hilda.
Hilda's not bad, I guess.
Take that broom shit out of there like it's fucking
Why? That's
Or
the
broom.
whole combo.
Or broom.
or broom.
Yeah, this is my daughter Broom. She's named after her future.
Yeah. She's named after what she's good at.
That's crazy. Beverly, what the fuck is that?
Beverly's kind of
No one-
crazy.
no one has Beverly anymore.
Beverly. It says Beverly.
No, that is not real.
No, why'd
that's
you
gotta
name
be
that?
that's got to be a type of Beverly.
Beverly.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not
Bertha?
gonna go the whole time.
Bertha.
That's like
Bertha's not a real name
You're
anymore.
destined to be fat if your name's Bertha.
Or big.
There's
Yeah,
no
you are.
thin
big.
Berthas.
There's Big Bertha. That is just default.
She's big.
She's
She's a
big.
good ride, but she's big. She's a big one.
Big. She's obese on only half of her body.
Like she has the upper body of alignment. That's it. She's upper alignment.
Like half the side.
She's like it's like if Two-Face, but like his other face was fat.
One side
I wanna
is
see that
gaunt.
so badly.
One side is gaunt and skinny like a fucking Auschwitz kid, and the other side is rotund. Like that vampire from Blade that they found in the freaking house that they kept shining the light on and it popped. It's like that.
Dude, what do you call him? What is he called now if he's like...
He's too fat.
He can't be too... Like, what is that? Because like...
He's too fat.
Too fat. I was thinking of that,
He's
but...
kind of fat.
It doesn't make sense.
He's like, yeah, what the hell would
I don't know what you would call...
What? I don't know. I
That's
can't.
amazing, though.
I'm trying I'm trying combinations that are not
Dent
working.
And then fucking Brendan Fraser's The Whale on the other side.
There's Harvey Dent and then Harvey Dents.
And then Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dents.
Harvey
That's so much better
Dents.
than I needed it to be. Oh
That's
my
amazing.
god.
I need
Oh,
that drawing.
fuck.
Guys,
Oh, Harvey Dents, right? Please.
homeless people, please get it done. Get it done. Harvey Dent is fucking
If you
amazing.
squeeze the weight back through him, he'd be a regular built person.
It's like those balloons. How you could like you could squish it to the other side of him.
He can do like powered up hits where he's like Mario. What he does, he's like he transfers the fat into one arm and he throws
And
a
he's-
power up.
It's like Popeye when he eats the spinach. You could see it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
This shit's disgusting, man.
that was really disgusting.
Popeye is
He would eat
disgusting.
spoonfuls of spinach, then beat people up on the street.
he would fight gods. He would go. He'd beat the fuck out of God. White
was-
Jesus. In
that
fact.
was the hero.
the strongest one.
That was their hero. Like in the 20s and 30s,
An
like
aggressive
they
white man.
manifested. The people born in the early 1900s manifested this guy because we were like, we need hope. We need somebody to
need
believe
hope.
in, and so they invented fucking Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah. Some
What's the name of the guy that
loudmouth
always
racist.
eats? Yeah, he's definitely racist. But of
course.
what's the name of the guy that eats the burgers? And he's like, I
Grungle.
like
Oh,
burgers.
Wimpy. Grungle.
I really like burgers.
I think his name was like Winston or something, or
I
Wimpy.
really like
His name was
burgers.
Wimpy, I think.
I think it was Wimpy or Winston. I
I
think
like
it was Wimpy.
burgers, but I'm too much of a
But
cuck
that
to
nigga
ask
would always.
for one.
I don't know why anyone didn't beat the fuck out of him because he would say, "I'll gladly pay you for." Oh wait, what would you say?
I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
And it's like, shut up, you stupid pussy! And wouldn't you just beat him until he died?
I would just grab him by his shoulder real hard, and I'd be like, "If you come back, I'm gonna kill you. Don't come back."
So there's
I would have
olive
tears in
oil.
my eyes. I'm like, "Please don't
There's
come
olive
back."
oil. There's
Please.
Bluto.
Please.
There's
Bluto.
Alice the Goon.
I've never. That's amazing. I've never.
Jay
heard of that.
Wellington Wimpy.
Wimpy, yeah.
His name's Jay Wellington.
Oh, yeah, it is Jay Wellington Wimpy. That's right.
That's the guy we were thinking of.
That's right.
Peter. That's Peter Wellington's son.
That's Peter Wellington's
Yeah,
son.
that's Peter. Yeah.
Jay Wellington.
Full circle.
Oh my God. She picking on my pip. What the fuck were we doing?
God damn it, we did it again.
Don't come
It's
back.
Fucking 3 hours again, essentially.
God fucking damn it! Just finish it. Let's finish it.
right.
Finish it.
Wimpy, seriously,
Do
don't
these
come
mics
back
peak
here,
at
man.
all or no?
From
She's sucking the fuck out of him, bro.
Play like a dragon, infinite wealth, you bitches. Insisting that Bryle is a stand-up guy.
Passed
Looking out my
because she
window.
got cummed on so much.
Looking at my window, biting my lip while the door dasher delivers my order. He's not safe. Just the hard R. Star Coffee. Rip the digital hookah. And now I'm getting molested on the set of Embryonic Sheldon. In the song Jaded, Drake said Jorah Smith was old enough, but she's still a baby. She was about 21 and he was about 32. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's how it goes. My son froze to death in the wastes of Ohio by going homeless to pay you fucks. This is his memorial. Rip John. Transfem Gremlin. Exposing people with lactose intolerance to 90 million rods of ionizing radiation. You, Craig the Canadian. Do you goon, son? Do you goon to me?
Goon to me? Do you goon to me?
Do you?
He sounds like...
I love how he sounds.
He sounds like a dog is trapped in his esophagus. It's so crazy.
Are you gay, son?
Do you?
Are you gay for me?
Are you?
I love it.
Are
I'm
you
out of
gay?
here. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of queers. When he says queers,
It's
The
like he's
fact
speaking.
that
It's like
he-
he's speaking real time in slow motion.
The fact that he somehow deduces that they're both
gay. I've been examining that. Like I like seriously. I'm like, okay, did he think?
Examining, he's studying it because he's like Jack Skellington in the fucking in the tower.
The Christmas stuff.
Something's up with Derek.
Well, see, because I was like,
He's pacing back and forth.
I can't figure it out.
no, but I was thinking because
why
like.
does he hate gay people so
Of course,
much?
I was like, okay, did he think he was gay the whole time, and then he just thought like, or did? And I was
does
like,
he
wait,
hate
that doesn't
them?
make any sense because he wouldn't hang out with Micah if he thought he was gay the whole time because he's already upset.
This
about
is a revelation.
So basically, what happened is he thought Micah is projecting, like every accusation is confession.
Right,
So he
right.
was like, oh, he's clearly gay because he's putting it so hard on Arthur. So then
Arthur's
that's
gay too, though.
Well, he's like, all right, no, he is gay. He must be gay because anybody that was going to bat this hard must be gay. But also Micah must be gay because he cares so much about it. He's outing other people.
Yeah.
So it's like,
The twist is that Dutch doesn't care. He just
We
doesn't
did,
like.
We did it.
Yeah.
We failed.
We did it.
I mean,
After 3 hours, we
it
are
was
gonna
in
do
the-
it. We're
the
gonna
thing,
do it.
because-
goon to me? All right,
goon to
fine.
me?
It's your boy Shawnee D. I've never thought it'd be so homo gay. I found a way. You hung Sheldon, Dracula Flo. I trample her pussy underfoot like a stampede of bison through the Wyoming countryside.
Damn.
Birds gather to watch. 3XO.
My guy, chill.
That's it's a little much.
3XO watching Chris's perfect precision post-birth circumcision. Yeah, it's true. Fell right on the blade. They didn't help me.
Ding.
Swing. It
It
said
healed,
that.
It healed too.
Yeah, it healed.
Oh my God, Swing. Remember that fucking song? Swing.
The fuck
Oh
you talking
shit,
about?
back it up. Now
Yeah, holy fuck.
Why the fuck did you remember that?
Because he did the fucking sound of the blade.
I watched that video way too many times.
I don't even
shit.
know what you're talking about.
You might have heard it if you saw the movie Knocked Up.
I've never seen films. George Lucas firing an RPG at the Goodyear, but I have seen that movie. I don't remember that scene though.
They're in the club.
Getting tipsy.
There's only that one. And then there's like banana. Oh shit! Suck my dick and busting my ass and
You know when Ron?
I only listen to Catholic hymns and shabuzi. Thank you.
yeah.
You know when Ronaldo turned into the moon and then she comes crashing down. I wish I could do that right now. Just turn into a moon and blow up the whole room.
Yeah,
Do you guys remember that episode of fucking Frasier where Niles gives birth and it's like a full like you see his pussy?
You see his little urethra.
Cut to black.
That is the final podcast. That is the last episode of the podcast. That is how the podcast ends.
That would be so good.
The final episode of Snark Take. That's it. After that situation, we could no longer gather.
We don't even finish the names. It just ends abruptly. 3XO. Oh yeah, George Lucas firing an RPG of the Goodyear blimp because it rhymes. Woke is so 2023. It's all about that DEI now. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like Drip MH checking if Derek started One Piece yet. Cheers theme song. He's not gonna start. Cheers theme song. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows you're gay. Ba-dum-bum-bum. American Outlaw, Winslow the Cream Corn Kid, Bliggers did 9/11, Obi won't you blow me, Kremlin to Gremlin, Lord Bartholomew Handjob, inventor of anal sex, I'm gonna steal your bones, Constipation so powerful it made a neutron star. Come. Are you ready? Shadow Man. Thanks, Derek, for putting me on to Death, the punk band. Happy Nation Tune, Homo Nation, living in Homo Nation, where people understand the dream of sucking man. Wage Slave 583, a sad guy from Michigan. The Papini brothers moderating the great space. Sween loses points for not knowing the term sphere. Donkerson, listen to Hit My Spot by You're Pretty, hands down the best original gay songs. One of the best original gay songs I've ever heard. You gotta pay the troll soul to get in the boys' hole. Gate 6. Solid Snake tweeting about how the woke mob took over the military because he can't say slurs anymore. We can't say faggot no more.
Oh man,
I'm angry.
military is woke.
I hate this. I hate these woke libtards.
I hate this.
Libtards are taking over us.
Libtards.
They're making our kids trans, I think.
I see.
Trans.
Shadow Moses was fine.
Methinks.
Shadow Moses wasn't gay, so it was fine.
So it was fine.
I shouldn't have stopped them.
Oh no.
We could have had a gay-free world.
Could you imagine they were going to kill gay people? And then Snake's like, you have a point.
Yeah. I shouldn't have stopped. Ocelot. He's gargling as he's. I should have. Oh man.
Snake. Rolf Ocelot's gone woke. Oh no. Oh no.
They got him.
No. Revolver Ocelot. It's like the colonel. He's like, Snake. Revolver Ocelot's gone rogue. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's the worst possible outcome. What's he up to now? Our sources indicate that he's trans and shit.
And shit. And shit. He's trans and shit. That's fucking.
With a stone cold face. He's trans and shit.
Jesus Christ, Colonel.
No
what the
way.
fuck's gone on? How can we stop this?
What is this world coming to?
We've sent a strike team. He's literally, his revolver Ocelot, he's minding his own business in his house. He's not even trans, he's just like embraced, you know what it is? He started dancing. He just wanted to learn how to dance because he's more comfortable with his masculinity.
He learned how to sew. He fucked up a pair of his pants, so he just learned how to sew a pair of pants.
Like, it looks like the woke mob is taking control of Revolver Ocelot. Oh no.
Oh no.
What's he doing? It looks like he's learning to sew like a queer.
His boy, look, his boy is wearing a dress, so, and it's like his son is just wearing a kilt. Yeah. Like they're Scottish heritage, and his son's just
he's
wearing
like,
a kilt.
it's like his son. It's literally his son being like, yeah, today we had to like bring in something about our heritage. Someone's gonna bring this. He's like, yeah, that seems fine. Just make sure you pack a pair of pants, you know, and like.
He's a fucking queer
now,
snake.
Snake, you have to sneak up on him and
He's
murder
a queer
him.
Snake.
Yeah, sneak up on him.
We're
and
going
murder
to
him.
ask you to take lethal force if necessary, and it will be necessary because it is in fact required.
He's gay.
No problem, Colonel.
No problem.
I'm so excited. I'm way ahead of you, in fact.
I'm way ahead of you.
I'm already inbound.
I'm inbound under his house.
The idea of Snake crawling under his house. He's been there for 2 weeks. He's living next to a raccoon and an ant hill. He's a fucking
Ants all over him.
There's ants crawling inside his eyes, and there's ants on his brain. Actually,
You see him on the inside of his eyes.
They've been crawling through his ears for days. He's got ants in his brain. He's like, I've mapped out his entire daily routine. At approximately 9 a.m., he always takes a monster shit. I've placed C4 under his plumbing.
It kills somebody on the toilet.
It kills everybody in a 3-block
It is a
radius.
wild
This
explosion.
time when he flushes,
He'll die.
his entire property will be gone.
He flushes, and it's actually a mini hydrogen bomb, and
Snake
he
goes
kills.
flying.
No,
he wants
Snake gets in the box.
No, I got it.
At the perfect moment, he gets in the box. He doesn't die. That's it.
Just a regular cardboard box.
He knows iframe, so he's like, now.
He goes, I've placed it in the toilet. If he wants to flush his life away, I'll help him.
Boom! The entire
The
place.
idea of him putting on the box at the perfect moment is he just
He's got the iframes.
got it. The shockwave goes straight through him.
Well done, Snake. There's one less member of the woke mob. It's been a pleasure.
What's his name? Vulcan Raven? What's
Vulcan
his name?
Raven?
He's like, Vulcan Raven's been saying some things about Black Lives Matter.
Ew, doesn't he understand that's wrong?
All lives matter.
He says,
All lives matter.
He's like, Solid Snake who eats
Ew.
snakes. He eats snakes and hides in the dirt. He goes, ew. To Black Lives Matter.
I just realized I'm half Asian. Gross. Blows his own brains out.
Oh my god.
Do it.
This we have to stop because this will go on
It's gonna keep
4
going.
hours. This is an amazing one though. I love this.
I just realized I'm half Asian. Weird.
Gay, a choice.
All lives matter.
Doubtful.
What do you mean?
I don't believe you.
That's a terrorist organization.
You weren't born that way. Are you joking?
Like Candace Owens documentary.
She's right.
I can't.
Can you believe that?
Okay, sure. And you were born fat too. Sure. Big deal.
You sound real dumb right now.
I only come to. Never mind. We gotta keep going.
Juneteenth sounds made up to me.
That's fake. A made up holiday? Fuck, that's stupid. Doesn't make any
Why would
sense.
you make up a holiday?
Why'd you make
My friend Nick Marks is right. They should leave the kids alone.
my friend
They're making they're making the kids trans.
We can't.
I'm all gay.
Musical chairs, but the chairs are lady boys with fat cocks. Gimme cum, gimme
That's
semen.
crazy.
Gimme that which I. Gimme cum, gimme semen. Gimme that which I be needed.
Damn.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
The bars.
Bars.
I was gonna ask this question before.
Story hour.
So
What?
if you're in a straight relationship, right?
Oh my God.
If you cheat on your spouse with a gay person, that doesn't count though, right? Because that's gay cheating. That's not straight cheating. That's gay. That's gay cheating, right?
Can I tell you something?
You kind of agree.
I don't agree, but I agree more than I think I should.
Here's
You know
the
what I
thing.
mean? Like if my girlfriend were to cheat on me with a woman, I would still be hurt, but it would be significantly less
You'd
painful.
feel way less bad.
Yeah, because I'd be
But-
like, oh well, you were just hiding something, and it's like, okay, that hurts, but like,
But every girl that if every girl would be shattered to death if their boyfriend cheated on them with a dude.
do you think so?
Here's the thing.
I know Lily would cry.
So I think JoJo.
You should try it to see.
I think JoJo
Too late.
understands that, like, how uninterested I am in men. That if that somewhere were to happen, I think her first thought would be kind of humor. Like, wait, you fucked a dude? Like,
I think she'd laugh at first
Yeah.
until she understands you
I think-
fucked the dude.
I think like I feel like she would have a hard time even understanding how that happened. Like, because it is such a. I have shown not an like any there is not a speck of me showing that, like, oh, maybe, you know, like it would happen to where it's like, oh, I fucked a dude. I think it would take her a while to even like first believe me, and then she'd be like, how? Like it would take a while before it sunk in that, like,
It'd be like hitting her head the
you
truth, and
betrayed
it'd
me.
be like,
like you did cheat. Like it would be a while before she was like, you did cheat. Why did you fuck a dude? Like I feel like it would take a while before she would be like upset because it seems so unserious than me just plowing some bitch where she'd be like, well, I know you really love pussy, so what the fuck, bro? You know, like
Yeah. Anyway,
if
me
I
fishy.
literally become a homophobe easily. She'd be like, fuck black
That'd be pretty
people
cool.
and fuck gay
I have
people.
to ask her about that. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Me Fishy speaking incantations to the pussy, call that spirit box. Frieza calling Black Saiyans the N-word. I'll carpet bomb the Gaza Strip for a quarter. John Strickland, my partner snapped the legs off my Chris Ray on YouTube and then proceeded to tear my legs off in self-defense. Mercs 1889, the hit massive dong gay song Girls Make Me Hurl.
Girls Make Me Hurl.
The first Church of Key David, the new format makes it easier to jack off to this shit. Second Church of Key David featuring being better than the first Church of Key David. Pre-Roz, Poop Cock Richard. Blake 896, Eminem scrambling to write something after Jason Alexander left him. FYI, it's been almost a year since Mama JF. Almost a year and Mama JF is still missing.
Yep.
Chris trying to read like I'm Alex. I'm Alex as Scorsese's Hulk.
yeah. After they killed Frankie Muniz from so much abuse,
it'll be like an Edward Norton Mark Ruffalo thing where he like they just don't acknowledge that like I'm Alex is replacing Frankie Muniz.
Yeah, dude, I like that.
He died from
Alaskan oil field. Yeah, he did. Alaskan oil field trash. Texas Tater salad. Young Sheldon shot 15 times during drive-by. Sue Hulk. Tickle my ass hairs. Nikki Ziggy. Ghost of Mama JF. Sorry Miss Jackson. Badly Brave. Hugger Derek. Duck Cunt. The Vegan Necromancer. I Got Consent. Aetherian. Brogerian Punter. Nafram. DrDisRespect. Thinking the team's name was 60 Miners.
That is so stupid.
Rounding out our list is, as always,
King.
The
shout out
king
to
of
Sue
Haphazard.
Hulk, man. Shout out to Sue Hulk. I just want to say Sue Hulk's been a long time supporter.
Yeah. Shout out to Sue Hulk.
She needs a little support right now.
Yeah, go show support to Sue Hulk if you can.
Yeah, she publicly was.
Yeah,
talking about
I saw it. Yeah,
so
we won't talk about it on the show. It's not really.
Just was saying, like, showing her a little support.
Yeah, show her some love.
Yeah,
we love you, Sue. Wish you the best, bud.
Yeah, and that'll be.
Ding.
I don't know.
It's not cheating though. It's not. It's just like it's my gay life.
Drag King story out.
Cheating. That's fine. Gay.
He starts convulsing and he goes rabid.
This is the biggest bigot ever. So what's his motivation? Like, so when with everybody else, like Solidish,
Liquid.
What are they? Are they like seethingly?
We have to go.
That is a
Liquid.
very
I feel like Liquid would be very
point.
inclusive.
We can't keep doing.
He
this.
does seem
like I'm bi.
He seems
actually.
a little queer. Actually.
I'm bi. In fact,
Liquid seems queer. All right, bye guys. Bye.